moved, the whole frozen bubble popped, water started flooding everywhere. We learned that a bunch of us don't actually know how to swim.
That was hilarious. Also, what was... Oh, I was like, what was the moment that we were all cracking up the whole thing? But it was the land shark!
trying to make land shark make sense.
Trying to make land shark make sense was one of the funniest
I'll figure out
moments
how I'm going to make sense later.
of the entire
We'll get there
session.
when we get there.
I love that the selection to make the land shark make sense was to give the elevator, make it an alligator with a fin.
Why does it have a fin?
So brine shaped water to protect us from the flowing water, which was great for Eva personally. And Heath confronted Brian about the song being written down. That was the thing that happened. And then we had our great moment where Heath asked Eva was asking about Bale.
Yes.
And Heath and Flint had their big
both Flint
realization.
and I had realized that we were wrong at the same time. I'm still so happy that you sensed exactly what I was going for.
The simultaneous is going down in history as one of my favorite campaign moments. That was so good.
Priya also talked with Nor about what Lady Halfpenny had told her. Lady Guinevere had told her about Hermé.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Let's see.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and then the rest was us strategizing, talking about Kazun was considering that spells may not be able to be cast at all within a certain radius of the vault, and that we would need to spell magic, and that's when it came down to all of our conversations about short rest, long rest. Oh, and then as a final note, Nor made his ruthless statement about Flint to Priya. The frostbite on his hands transformed into black glass or ice or stone-like material, and he was no longer injured.
It's like obsidian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Good to know. Also, just as soon as he notices it, Mask of Minute, he's gonna disguise it.
Okay.
Gloves or something.
Okay.
I'm imagining gloves, probably.
Okay. I would in fact say I was always planning for it to be obsidian, but given what happened before, I'm going to say that you are still holding Flint's obsidian stone.
Okay.
That is always slightly warm, and it cools in your hand and then melts over onto your frostbite fingers.
Oh, good. Okay,
Great.
cool.
Okay.
Are his fingers sharp now?
Yeah, I would imagine, like, not
Claw
like natural weapon sharp, but like, gotta watch.
Right,
Like-
slightly witchy sort of
Yeah.
Cut an envelope sharp.
Like many of us ladies with
longer nails,
like,
with,
you've
like,
gotta
if you
look out
don't,
for
like,
it. Yeah. It's not sharp, but you know,
Yeah,
be on the lookout.
If you're getting an eyelash out of your eye, you gotta be real careful.
With enough pressure or force.
And or intent, yeah. Incredible. Let me pull up. I didn't mean to, but I feel like that's something that I picked up from Brennan Lee Mulligan, where he's DMing and he'll be like, incredible, and that's his way of like segueing into another thing.
You gotta have, when you're a DM, you've gotta have those transition
And
phrases.
also, it is incredible.
Yeah.
Like that's it's just the perfect one. So I do have.
In our old campaign, we had one that was King's Forest. We would just say King's Forest whenever we needed to like refocus on what we were doing because we kept
We need
Frankly, we need
that's King's Forest.
Like, we need
Pirates needs one of those. We need a refocusing code phrase for pirates. That group is like a bunch of toddlers, guys. It is children. It is wrangling cats.
Perfect for the pirates.
One would think, but the lack of focus on being pirates is sort of impressive. You know what I mean? The whole campaign that I set up was around. I totally stole from One Piece because it was originally a one-shot that I stole from One Piece, and then it bloomed into this whole thing. But was around becoming the pirate king. Nobody cares about that. Nobody gives a fuck. Every very obvious hook I have dropped in front of them, they've been like, yeah.
They're
Well, like, this seems like a lot of responsibility.
What's
But isn't that the most pirate thing? That be stereotypically?
It's a fair
Fuck
take.
responsibilities, I just want to pillage and plunder.
Yeah, it's a fair take, right? It's just not one. I clearly don't have the pirate attitude. That's
Arr.
do you have some glorious treats?
I do have
Rob?
treats. I succeeded this week where I failed last week. Tried again, and
I'm so
to-
fucking excited!
to make up for not having them last week, I decided to do another flavor.
You don't have anything to make up for. Are you fucking insane? Also, it was your birthday.
I know.
And you brought an entirely other snack.
Also,
That's
we
true.
should still do something to celebrate you for your birthday. Your birthday is the perfect time to pick an event that you don't think other people would come to, but you would like to have people to come to, and that's when you're like, for my birthday, everyone come to this.
Make people
and
do
they
things.
will come. It will be amazing.
It's also the perfect time to be like, DM, I don't really want to do anything for my birthday, but I do want a magical item.
It also
This
is the
magical
perfect time for
item.
that.
She already gave me a hero point for the treats, so
You earned that shit. That's not a birthday thing.
Enjoy your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be glad that you were born like we are.
Oh, thank you. So, as part of this, I was like, okay, it's my birthday. I'm gonna make
Get
something.
cherished. Get cherished.
I'm gonna make something that's more related, even though we're not like actively like in his world. So I made what I think would have been Nor's favorite treats.
Oh, that's so
Growing
cool.
up,
That's so cool.
like during one of the festivals or like holy days of Kailum.
Yes. hell
'cause-
yeah.
So I did Starry Night and Sunny Day tarts.
Oh.
I did take pictures at this time. So these are blackcurrant, and then these are mango. But I figure, I mean, obviously DM's discretion, but I'm figuring like Kylam, God of the Skies, like tarts, different kinds, like depicting different kinds of skies, basically. I don't know what high holy day there is, but also I'm imagining, I don't know, guys, I love tarts. I love tarts and pies, and I'm not a cake person, but I love tarts and pies, and so...
I also, I appreciate
Cake is in the bottom of the dessert list.
Cakes?
The very bottom.
Listen, I like
I'm not
a
saying
cake with no
that there aren't-
icing.
Listen, we're
And
gonna
it
do.
becomes way better.
We
It
can
jumps
do a
way
presentation.
up there.
We can do a dual presentation night, and we'll do a
Oh,
debate night.
basically.
And
Debate
you'll
night,
make a
cake
case
versus
for
pie.
cake, and I'll make a case for pie, and I will eviscerate you.
Chocolate.
I mean, I
So like muffins.
My one sentence argument is
You
the
don't
best
like
cake
cakes,
is
you like
cheesecake,
muffins.
and cheesecake is a pie.
wow.
That's facts.
You know, like, I was thinking, like, I
You're so
think
right.
pie
You're
kind
so
of
right.
has an edge, like a slight edge. And then, like, you said that, I'm like, oh no, that blows it out.
We should have a group dessert day where we have movies going,
Oh,
but then
that'd
we
be so
stop
much
periodically to help each other make pies or complicated desserts
Oh
that are
my
kind of
gosh.
annoying alone.
Yes,
I would be
please.
super down for that. Yeah.
Plus, there's so much, like, decorating desserts can be fun. I enjoyed, I didn't really decorate these. Like, this was...
That's decorate. What are you talking about?
I mean, like, it was just...
Punch you in the face.
This was quicker than, like, standard decorating. Like, there was no...
It would have been quicker to do
Yeah, but I had,
nothing.
like, little cookie cutters and everything.
That's decorating.
Yes! I had tools for the decoration, so it's not decoration. I'm gonna shut up now.
I'm not whittling it from the woods.
Yeah. If it's not paint,
I didn't go out and
it's not-
I didn't pick the berries.
It just doesn't even count as a pie, you know?
I didn't grow the bushes.
One day.
Cheers, idiot.
Is Nora gonna
Guys, I didn't even cut myself on the bushes, so like doesn't even count.
Michelle and I started the Get Cherished Idiot thing.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Michelle and I started the Get Cherished Idiot thing because of Baldur's Gate 3, because that's how I feel about Gale.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, oh, you know, like, I'm not worthy of love, and I'm like, get cherished, idiot! Like,
There's so many enemies in that game that it's like, get fucked!
Yeah.
And then you turn around to Gale and it's like,
get cherished! And then it became a whole thing because we were in our other campaign where I'm like this surly tiefling girl who doesn't warm up to anyone quickly.
Together or apart?
And
What is this?
we have a tabaxi
It's the same
character
thing. The
that's
cross
like
is made
super
out of.
warm
It's just
and
covered
cooks
in
food for
powdered sugar
everyone.
and edible glitter.
Yeah, the cherishing happens. It's very sad.
Against her will.
Get cherished against your will.
Today you sound much happier, just generally,
Feel
so
better?
the pain must be,
It's not.
It's not! That's not good, but you seem happier.
Before I appreciate that. I'm happy because you guys are here.
This is straight fire.
I'm glad you like it.
I appreciate that observance. This has been an especially hard day. It started off really well and it just got really bad. So they're like, it hits a point where you either shut down or you just gotta go the complete other direction.
I'm
And you
familiar
guys are all
with that.
here. See? And I'm just happy to be with you guys, so I'm leaning into the energy.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
it's hard to take pictures of black cats, and when I see an opportunity present itself where they've got good contours,
I just
I'm
love
gonna
this
take
little
it.
pose.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah.
cute.
I have a black cat at home too, and it's like, for every 10 pictures I take, only one of them can you actually see anything.
People, Kino is applauding the dessert,
Oh.
as well he should. He said every time the recognition during the event.
Kino,
Yes.
always here.
Yes, Kino, the
Tastes
man.
so good.
I got a taste. I'm so fucking excited. Yes, Caleb would absolutely have holy days. I feel like because Caleb is god of storms and skies, he's also sort of like de facto god of weather. So each of the equinoxes would be holy days of Caleb, switching
That makes
to
sense.
another season.
Nice.
And
I realized something.
seasons of high storms would be considered like holy times at Calum. Calum at more active in the world. And that is why he's also the god of travel.
Yes.
Because you pray for good weather in your travel, for good roads to travel on. And as you do, if you are cursed with bad weather on your travels, then as a Calum follower, your perspective would be Calum is displeased.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of bad weather, I'd like to roll the weather die for tomorrow via Druidcraft.
Okay. Do you have the weather
I
die?
have the weather.
All right. Roll me the weather die.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to do this.
Because
We'll go like
specifically because you're in Velton, it cannot be a blizzard or a
Hurricane.
hurricane. It
Okay.
can't be
Is that what it was?
severe weather.
Cool.
Above table.
Foggy.
Obviously you're Koros, but
That'd be helpful.
who does-
Yeah.
Foggy, nice.
Foggy's
Who does
good.
everybody else follow? Like, or like?
Religion, yeah.
And to what severity?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
would love to know. That would be really great to know. Inspiration.
Uh,
You already deserved inspiration.
It's not yet, that'll be what it is after.
No, I've just been
Druidcraft
curious.
tells me
I
like 24
think-
hours ahead of time.
Right.
Nor was
Or
obviously
the next
raised
day.
in the Church of Caleb, but he's like,
Yeah.
I would
Precisely.
say almost like
Yes,
Catholic,
you
kind
Don't
of
think so.
like,
Yeah,
Don't you
100%.
like
Which would be
knows about the holy days. Was brought
Yeah.
up
So,
like pretty
hopefully it's like
intensely
early
in
fall
the
that
church,
will
but like
escape and
isn't-
or cause
it was such a
Sang in the choir.
yes,
The
exactly. Sang in the choir.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a rat
Mother
like
was in the convent, was in the order, and then left,
Especially
but
with
was
the,
still like part of it. So
rumors
like
of-
When you get the
I don't
crows
think
to
that he
really crow,
like,
go around and make a obscene amount of
doesn't want it
noise.
to be as big of a part of his life as it was growing up.
Yeah.
Like still
Take your
feels
shiny
kind of
and
connected
make
to
a
it,
Yeah.
especially with the travel and also the recent, I guess, weather
They're considered
things,
bad omens.
Yeah.
disasters. But
The whole you guys being hit by an acid
To the
storm
ignorant.
Yeah.
while you were traveling would have
He's
been
against it, also,
considered
I'm
a
saying.
really bad omen.
Bad omen, yeah.
Except for that, it was so unusual. Like if it was a regular storm, that would have been more like Calum is displeased, and it being an acid storm almost makes it like maybe it's not that Calum is displeased, maybe it's something weird. You know what I mean?
Hard workout.
So that is a great
Yesterday,
point. We
today,
have
the day before.
thoughts around the. Do you know what god?
I was doing a repeated
Caleb.
daily thing.
I believe
So
you
5
said that.
a.m.
Yes.
a day,
Yeah.
and then I do 50 squats, 50 push-ups, and
Hey,
10
we're-
Concept.
What, this is friend conversation, but we're learning cool things about characters right now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And with the same thing, you're gonna find any chance to understand the concept very well. He was just traveling,
Yeah.
and that's all. He's not a worshipper,
Yeah.
but he's willing to.
Yeah.
Is that why your like magic is all like lightning demons?
I
and
believe
stuff?
so. It's actually so Hermes coming from like a druid, wizardy, like a isolated elven village, but he's the only half elf, person in that village. So he kinda a fighter, but he also had, able to do some spells and magic. But he discovered it like in late, maybe like 50, like 20 years old or something like that. It's just so late.
Nice. Kazun, like, was never, like, really religious as far as, like, the gods go very much. Like, he acknowledges them, like, probably has some respect for Koros, but mostly his clan, they worship their ancestors, and especially because lots of them were alive in books and could be talked to and stuff. So, yeah, their focus was around, like, their past rather than, like, the gods themselves.
Okay.
Who do you serve?
I forget.
That was so funny. Alton obviously serves Koros. Is there anyone that Heath would be?
Heath doesn't actively practice.
Yeah. That seems to be a common theme amongst the group.
Yeah, and I definitely want to explore where he gets his clerical powers that he doesn't know about.
I know.
Great! We'll find
That's
out!
probably good.
Because
It's probably good that
you
know.
can't tell the this DM, I'm a cleric. What god do you serve? I don't know.
Great!
For you. Every time.
12 out of 10.
Whatever the answer is, there's probably an answer. And, yeah.
Narrator, there was an answer.
Was Aunt V religious?
Not really. Not that he saw. I think we decided on that. I didn't see much.
Yeah, I mean, there were times when she would disappear, where she would go on, what's the word?
Pilgrimage?
It's too cute. I was gonna use the word pilgrimage, and then I was gonna be like, pilgrimage feels like too strong of a word. But yeah, she would go out for, a couple days and be gone for a period of time. You were well taken care of, but you were also used to her sort of like putting you in charge of yourself and traveling for a couple days, whether for business or other reasons you didn't always know. Because she definitely went to other towns to do healing and to pick up herbs and different things. So there could have been pilgrimages amongst those travelings. But y'all didn't really talk about religion much. You talked a lot more about herbs and the needs of the townspeople around you and the sorts of words we use around people and
Definitely got, second-hand Yume
Of course.
influences with Brimwell and all of Velton being of that, but it's not. It's just kind of like it.
yeah.
So we'll find out.
You're sort of like
I'm
a
excited to
Yeah,
learn.
cultural osmosis.
osmosis
Yes.
of Yume.
Yes.
I
I'm excited
would
to
never
learn.
stop laughing internally about from Chase and his bounty be with you. Oh my god! It was
Just
so
that whole
good.
scene.
It was
Brian
that whole
handing off
scene was
the cup of Dreamleaf tea.
Somebody's having a
Just
wild
like
day.
us fixing the garden.
him pulling a whole Dreamleaf fucking
Accidentally.
accidentally my
The-
foot. That was fully purposeful. How about Aoife?
Yeah, so
I know Aoife.
she grew up in, we've never talked specifically about her father, but I'm assuming he probably, especially with his, herbalism and stuff, would probably at least had some level of worship or relationship with Yume, or respect for Yume. So she probably would have, through osmosis, learned some about that, but primarily her mother is a priestess of Daisei, and so she would have grown up very knowledgeable and involved in those responsibilities. But I think as an adult, she is much more dedicated to the Gloam as a place and the community she's embedded within. and
I just tagged you in the Pantheon.
I just went and looked at.
Oh, okay.
and
What about?
There are 5 of them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I got
and
it.
less so with like daily practicing worship of Daisei. Though she's quite knowledgeable about it and has a lot of respect, but I think she has maybe more complicated feelings, we'll say, about Daisei and her role in Life of the Glow.
Let's make a scene for boss fight.
That's so cute. So good.
Literally mouse versus cat. He's doing so good at just sitting there and like you gotta put.
He looks tired.
Take pictures and
Pose.
post it and stuff. Yeah.
He has been a daffodil cat of late. I've been doing a thing where I like put him on a little leash and let him go like 50 feet out into the yard, and he loves to like tiger into the
Stalking.
daffodils.
Tall grass.
Yes, it is absolutely adorable.
We have a kid's book called Tiger in the Grass about a cat that likes to do that in the grass.
Amazing.
You're
That's
still an
absolutely
apex predator, aren't you?
Yes, you are. The apex is a predator.
His prey is humans. Hunt cuteness.
Who are we missing? We have Kylum, Daisei.
Oh, I know who you're. There's
Koros,
a lacking of Verdi,
Yume.
of Verdi representation
There we
in this
go.
group,
Fair.
which is who I would
Who's
serve
Verdi?
if I was in this
Oh,
world.
yeah.
You also
Verdi,
know
goddess
more.
of valor,
Valor,
protection, and wisdom.
Ah.
Yeah, do we know
wisdom.
where she? I don't even think we've come across a place where she's like strongly represented yet.
Not yet, but really, you
There's
guys
a
only
city.
gone to Corsia, which is of course a Koros heavy place.
I'm feeling like Ignic Sorrow. My
We
things are coming together in my
we
mind.
started in Kale with Corsia and then
Ideas.
went to
There's
places
might
like
be- there
It's
might
not
be
in
somebody
Yume.
there.
Yumen.
Went to Corsia, then went to a place
I
where
talked to
it was
you,
basically
Zara.
Yume and
That's right,
Daisei,
back in
and
the
then
day,
Oh,
Yume
excellent.
specifically.
Is that
And
true?
have a
Or
representation
do you have a
of
character?
Calum in
You
your
probably have multiple.
party.
Sure.
So you just haven't had
We got
occasion
time.
to
Okay, maybe if one of us dies,
run
we
into
can
anyone.
retire
There's an
the other
entire
character
city
and
just.
both come back for me.
There are 5 cities in the peaks named after the 5 different gods.
Right.
So there are different cities in the peaks
if I
more
die.
dedicated to the different gods.
Continue on.
But yeah, no
I'll bring
Verdi
I'll bring others.
representation in here. Protector of the realms and patron of warriors.
Huh. That kind of makes sense a little bit.
Yeah, it's not a lot of warriors in this group. We got really Herme, and he identified more as a traveler than a warrior, which is very fair.
We're all accidental warriors.
Yes, like, I didn't mean to be warriors, but here we are.
Oh shit.
Now, what do I
I
have
was
on
supposed
here?
to be a teacher, damn it.
I was supposed to be a student and then a teacher. I was supposed to go to the PhD route.
I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
Practical application is bullshit.
Oh, but we love it so
Yeah,
much.
we do.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. So, all of that being said, we come back to the group. Oh, that's what I was trying to find. Sewer. I was trying to find my sewer lair. My sewer lair. Get your grid. All right, Bagheera, you little bitch.
Chase, would you mind passing me one of each of the
Yeah.
cards?
We'll take a black.
I also need one of each of those cards.
Okay, so
Handouts for the landlocked.
on black current.
Is a ranger.
Sorry.
All right, let's do some covering, shall we? Let's
You
do
want me to
some
fetch
goddamn covering.
Don't say that. I love Brian.
Oh, I love it
It's,
so
uh,
much. Wait, we didn't hear Brian's.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, I interrupted right in the middle.
baby.
You didn't.
I absolutely did.
Baby.
You're good.
You were next.
All right.
Brian is not super religious, but that is not.
Thank you.
I decided in my head that is not due to a lack of willingness. It is just a lack of exposure.
Sweetest of
but-
all babies there ever was.
Yeah, like it.
Obviously, he would have some. What's the word for? Connection with Yume generally. Like, would vibe well with her, given her domains. But
Fucking
we'll see.
incredible.
We'll see if there's anything.
You like it?
Huh?
You like it?
Oh, I don't. Thank you so much.
Motherfucker.
Such a boss. Inspiration.
I do not.
I have some in the car. Most of my jacket.
My wife keeps them in her purse for me.
There was
don't know this.
Yeah, it is. I love it for that.
What is it?
That would be great.
Wow.
Is it
That's really a movie game. That's really a
Oh, okay.
So,
I pull it out in Halloween. I have it here because I use it a lot as like a prop, but like it's great to actually read stories out of at Halloween. Okay, friends,
This
you
is so good.
have
Glad you like
entered into this sewer lair that has just gone black. Why have you done this to me,
Quick.
technology?
Quick here. Question.
Give me a moment.
Well, Relic's here.
Yeah, like generally there. There we go. Yes, you move in to the hall of the flowing water. So your guys are going in first to look through this area. Okay. Finn asked specifically about torches that he could light as he comes in. You do see several spots where torches
all
are
lit?
hanging, but have not been lit.
Okay, so it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see shit.
I'll just go ahead and
No, you have
Oh wait.
torch.
I
You-
have
you
that.
Yes!
Yeah, I was like, I cast dark vision on you.
Oh, you.
you got great dark vision.
Never
300
mind.
feet of
You
it.
did right now, then.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So are there any boxes or other things around?
I would
The
love to
person
hire
we
you
have
for an
called.
event.
Is distracted by food,
If I
yeah.
can have one.
I was afeared of this. I was like,
I'm so sorry.
DM, once she starts eating, she's gone.
Sorry.
She's gone.
It's a transcendent
Session
experience.
cancelled.
Transcendent
Session
experience.
cancels just.
I make zero apologies.
No, it's fine. They're great.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Are there any boxes or things that might have items in them?
Not in this room.
Okay. Are there any other doors or anything leading to anywhere else?
What's happening?
This is kind of loose.
Is that what it is?
I believe so.
Thanks, buddy. Usually it comes loose on the other side.
Test it one more time.
Yeah, it's stopped. Look.
Yeah, but it's stopping because it's like not recognizing the file somehow.
It's weird that it would.
If this continues, I'll just take a snapshot and we'll put it on. I love to have the little like moving videos, but if it's being problematic, we're not trying to do that.
Ooh.
But yeah.
It's so
Any doors?
Let me double check. You should be able to see them on there. I think there is a door. Yes, there is a door through that room.
Is that just like a pipe where water's coming out?
Yes, that is sort of like what you came through, only less, what's the word? Less officially a door. It is definitely like, more just like a pipe.
Is
the
this
water
going somewhere, or is it just
Yeah.
like a
This
Looks like
ledge?
a passageway.
Like a little catwalk.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all it is sort of some scaffolding built up around that pipe area.
Okay.
So there is a door in there. There is one rotted box in that room, but on sort of like a periphery.
here?
No, right there. Assessment. It's very quickly clear that it's just a rotted box that doesn't have anything that's not yet rotted in it. So the question is whether you move on or not.
Well, this is interesting. Where does it go?
We're under the keep, and the intel we got was that it was being held in functionally the lower level. So probably be worth poking around. Clearly, they didn't intend for us to see this.
Might be lucky's on our
see what-
side.
It's over here.
I will make my way to the door, I guess.
Okay. All right. Let me real quick take a screenshot of that.
Or you can try to open that file with a different application.
I did try to do that, but it wasn't letting me. The background things that happen are manifold, but they is the sweetest of boys. I don't know if you guys knew, but he's the sweetest of boys. He does, like, even when he's not being good, like, he's trying to be good, you know what I mean? Like,
You see it. You could see the.
like, if he
Sometimes
bats
the
at you
devil
or
cat
whatever,
on his shoulder
or
wins.
bites at you, it's so gentle, like, he's literally trying to be gentle, and that's so sweet to me. I'm like, oh, you're really working on it, and I appreciate that.
Alright.
First of all, this place is disgusting.
I
I haven't said
love
that
Nora.
often enough while we've been down here, but it's getting very tiring having to clean myself up every single time.
It's good to get dirty every once in a while, Noel.
Yeah, say that the next time you're buried up to your chin in shit water.
I literally just swam through it.
And that was a choice you
You
made.
should be more upset than you are.
Yeah.
The red flag is that you're not upset.
You all forget that I grew up in the sewers, in the dirty streets.
And we're
This is
sorry
my
about
home.
it.
All I'm saying is it builds character, which all of you should, work on. Anyway,
He said, y'all lacking character. He gave me y'all's character.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
Guy just said it builds character and then insulted all of us. Really demonstrates some character right there.
Listen, I be insulting people.
when people say character, they just mean toughness, right?
That is what a lot of people mean
True.
when they say character.
It's true.
You are not incorrect, sir.
So, in the interest of getting out of here as quickly as we possibly can, rather than all 6 of us stalking around,
Nice.
ordinarily I would not be for this, but in the interest of time, should we split up, gang?
Sure.
Well,
Why don't we just see what's behind this door?
To begin with,
And
I
then-
agree.
also, there seems to be some place that, there could be something useful up that way if you
Yeah.
want to. Somebody goes there. Look, I know you've accused me of thieving and all that, but I do seem. Look, I've got a set of lockpicks, and so I'm probably the only one who can get through this door. So,
I thought you were a proud thief.
well, just. I'm proud when I do it, but everyone seems to think that I was stealing all the time, which I don't. I haven't
That's
stolen in
amazing,
a
bro.
while.
You stole from a guard when we entered the city.
Oh, nice.
He deserved it.
Yeah, but don't say you didn't steal.
It doesn't count if they deserve it.
Well, we just haven't stolen. Besides that, I was pretty clean for a bit there. And
You also stole in Coruscant. You stole the note out of the church.
Yeah, didn't we just plan to steal pearls if necessary?
no one said anything about stealing pearls. I was going to buy them. Anyway,
Not to defend Heath, but this is all in service of us stealing a very
Yeah,
valuable
I'm not saying it's against it.
Wait. To be clear, this
loyal
is sort of
people-
stealing back
This
the
is
valuable
about this is
item.
about
It's
accuracy.
not stealing, it's recovering.
Yes.
We had that discussion.
reclamation.
Don't you moralize.
I see.
All of
I
you
see.
trying
This
to
isn't about
make me feel
judgment.
bad.
This is about accuracy.
Accuracy, my ass.
Steal away from
I'm going to feel around the edges to make sure that there's no, at least physical trap that I could
Okay.
sense.
Make me an investigation check.
Okay. That's not the same message.
Oh, okay. I'll check it. Thank you.
Investigation.
Yes.
So
Gotta check these things.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, baby.
I cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Okay.
I can also do
Cuff down on
On this
that. I forget that I can do that myself. That is a clean
Oh, okay.
14.
A clean 14. Okay. You start to check around the outline of this door, and as you're pressing precariously against the edges, the whole rotted thing falls in.
Yeah, really needed ththose lockpicking skills.
Looks like you got it.
Very helpful. I mean,
He's like
Good
leaning
job.
down and then on
good job.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Is
He's
there-
like very carefully, and then just.
Is there a small pebble and or
He's gonna throw something.
Yes!
this size rock or a pebble,
100%.
I'm throwing it at him.
100%. Make me an attack roll.
It's also an ion stone that's cursed.
You brought this. You brought this on yourself.
You're
You're
not gonna
being
hit
a dick for no reason.
Are you sure I'm not gonna hit you?
I'm positive.
Oh, because you have fucking shield, you bitch.
Oh my
Accept
god.
it like
I
a
don't
man.
shield.
Accept it like a man.
Take it like a man.
Listen, if you
Take a rock
think
to
my
the
base
face like a
AC,
man.
okay,
22.
that is exactly my base AC. Alright, yeah. We'll let it.
Canonically, I'm not saying that Aoife is necessarily interested in Brian, but canonically at this point, he's just thrown a rock at 2 of Aoife's potential love interests. He is gone. Could Aoife like that guy? Fucking rock to the head.
I mean, that's not exactly how things go. It's just people
antagonizing.
antagonizing.
I got level on my roll.
That's what I'm wondering.
He's just treating it, or he's just handling it like a grade schooler.
Yeah, it's like the pull the pigtails thing. We're like one level up from that. Like, I'm not gonna pull her pigtails, but I will throw a rock at the guy she might like.
Occam's razor just says, I want to throw a rock at people who are fucking being annoying.
You know, like Occam's
Which is
razor
true,
does
but
possibly
Occam's
say
razor.
that.
Maybe you throw rocks and it's like Cupid stone, you know? We don't know what powers you have.
Sure.
We don't know what god you serve.
So do you do it?
I mean, somebody else gonna fall in love with Brian
It's just a
now? Like-
rock.
Okay,
So
yeah, go for it.
a small
Wanna
pebble.
roll something?
Yeah, make me a stealth check.
No.
Basically,
God
what's happening henceforth in the campaign is evermore Herme is rolling stealth against Alice's passive perception. That is what's happening all the time.
Hold on,
Ride
hold
with
on.
the mouse in Hermes' pocket.
So they
it's
start
always with her.
squeaking out to
So
people
I'll
when he's
probably zip it.
She can still
Joke's on you, because I'm doing
Oh yeah.
Like she can telepathy.
Is hold on.
You need one of them
Turning
round,
on.
like
Turning on.
child,
What'd you get for stealth?
wraparound child
24.
faces.
24. What's your passive perception?
22.
Oh, that is
Plus
such a
10.
sick passive perception, but not sick enough. So, Herme goes, you go head over to the scaffolding
yeah.
off to the side. What are you looking for?
I'll just go to the edge carefully.
And look
should
down
I-
into that tunnel?
Yeah.
What you doing?
I noticed it just 2 seconds too late.
Yeah. You're looking around. Herme's missing again!
Karen, I think he's
Is that just like an easy
Right here?
flip? Should I just roll something like acrobatics or something?
I need to know what you're doing first. What are you trying to do?
Just wanted to take a sneak peek.
Sneak peek in there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they need
Is there
an
any
acrobatics
door or
check.
something, or
Through
just
the
an empty wall?
There is
see the
an
door
empty
just
space
fall, but
with
I'm sure
one
that's
plank
what it was
between
able.
you and the
Yeah,
next
right.
side over
I think that's why
the
he's got to
tunnel.
get acrobatics check.
Make me an acrobatics check as you look down into the tunnel.
Okay, not bad.
Plot twist. It's
Oh,
the
it's actually
snake pit.
23.
23. All right, you are able to navigate the soaked, rotted wood of this area very nimbly. You are used to being around waterlogged places, so you know pretty well like what wood looks like when it's steady, when it's not, based on how
I know where to step, okay.
Exactly, 100%. So you're able to get down sort of into this tunnel. You see the water rushing out towards you. There is an open tunnel that seems to go further on. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Torches, first of all, that I
Say
can...
again?
Torch.
Torches.
That I can
There are no
lit.
torches in this
Just
pipe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Water.
it seems specifically to be made to pipe water out of probably the center of the keep, and further on out from there.
So there's nothing important.
It depends on what you're looking for. There are no torches in there, for sure. It's passable if you could swim well enough, or if you could
Ooh.
sort of spider climb.
I'll
So,
just
Herman is
go
over
back
there.
and yell, and there should be something, but I don't know what that is. Just like flowing water I see. But it looks like there's nothing important. Who was gonna come over here and take a look at it?
How the fuck did he get over there?
Oh, you said that out loud.
Who's supposed to watch
Well, I have a
it?
plan. I can swim back, I believe.
He's coming off.
He was very sneaky.
Perfect. Yeah, like Priya looks up like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. He got away without me recognizing him.
So
We're gonna get one of those backpacks.
the door fell in.
The door is falling in.
Child leash.
Yeah, one backpack with Caleb's face on it.
I'm so good.
What's on
Let's talk about
They were-
doing an event
they were
together.
Seriously,
Between Yumi and Finn, he's gonna have photography, you're gonna have all the catering, and I'm gonna have the entertainment. It's gonna be phenomenal.
What's
Yes.
on the other side of it?
All right, very good, very good. You look through the area to another area where a pipe is flowing underneath the floor. There are some crates and barrels and boxes in here if you wanted to sort through them.
They're not rotting.
Become myself to do the
Some of them are more rotted than others. The whole area that you're down here with gives off a sense of having been left alone for a long period of time. There are a lot of cobwebs, there's a lot of rotted material. Like that was one of the reasons that I mentioned the door rotting in. It does not give the sense of this place has been used much in any recent amount of time.
All jokes aside, and Pebbles thrown.
Wait, did
This
he
is a
hit
great
you?
time.
He did
I
hit
did
you.
hit it.
Make me a fucking damage.
With
Roll me
just
a
a
d4.
pebble?
It's a pebble. Roll me a d4.
Just one.
Perfect.
Okay, you take 1 damage as this pebble into your head.
Fair. All jokes aside, and Pebbles thrown. This being so decrepit is a good sign, right?
Right.
Seems like
Yeah,
it's
I'd say so.
Like that's actually really nice.
Means I don't check here often.
I don't use this very often.
Is there another door on the other side of this?
There are 2. Well, there's 1 door, and there is 1 set of stairs that leads up. So there is an archway door that leads up a set of stairs, and another set of stairs next to it that leads upward as well.
As I see here.
As you see here.
I am going to quick peek up the archway door and see what's
Guidance.
up that way.
Awesome. Okay.
You go with
Make
him.
me a quick
Take,
perception
take,
check.
take me with him.
Yeah, I think we're
Alright.
Come on,
Someone
guys.
push Brian along, please.
Oh, you can? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I have it, I
use
just
Move
don't
us- move us
remember
on.
to use it because I
I'm
Was
forget.
anyone checking the crates and
Yeah.
barrels?
I would move
Okay.
If he's got guidance on himself, then yeah, I'll help with the crates and
Are
barrels.
you are you coming over here too, or are you still over by the pipe? Because I'm not gonna leave him on.
Anyone
I
who's
got
on
you.
the stream,
But,
you are missing out on on Chase's
I'm trying to slap at me.
snacks. I'm
They're
so
so
sorry.
good.
They're so fucking good.
I checked the pipe. Is there anything on the
Brian,
other
what's your
side of the
perception?
path?
DM?
Make me a perception check. Yes, perception.
What'd you ask me?
What's your
21.
perception?
21.
My
Very
perception?
good.
Yeah.
Passive
Okay.
or
You look up.
active? I have
You
a
see what is very
7.
clearly a doorway
Yeah.
at the top
I'll
of the
just help you then.
staircase.
if you
Okay.
wanna look
But-
at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I'm gonna look too.
I'm gonna guidance myself then.
I'm trying to think what you would see from this side. How far do you move up? Are you just looking at
I'm
it from the
just
bottom?
peeking up to see
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
I will say with as good a perception
I'm
as
staying out here
21,
with
you
you.
see what is very clearly a doorway
My
with a
eyes
door
are
set
connected.
into it.
Yeah.
But an arch doorway. But the light coming from behind it seems strange. That's what I'll say with such a good perception check, but on such a strange sort of question.
Okay, and then I'd like to
Yes.
quickly go around and peek and see where the other stairs go.
Yeah, the other stairs, I'll just give that to you under the same 21, seem to go back around to the same tunnel of water that you entered into to get here into this area. So you came across a tunnel.
Well, what's the point of the secret door if there's just a thing that goes around it?
It's a great question.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Very poor design.
So water's flowing
I'll let
outward.
Dynamic Dungeons know that you said that. I'll write back to him and be like, hey, my player said that this was a very poorly designed dungeon.
Why is there a locked fucking secret door and then a door here if you're trying to keep
In
this
fairness, it was
secret?
neither locked nor really a door.
Take it up with the keep architect
Right.
once we're inside. So there's water flowing out of that pipe,
Mm-hmm.
and then the water flow is like around and out that way.
Yes. Great assessment.
Okay.
So there's not water flowing.
I think there is.
It is. It's flowing between. So the water that's coming under here is either going out towards that pipe. Sorry. Out towards this way.
Okay.
Or through here out towards that way. Does that make sense? All of it is inevitably flowing downward, either down this way or through there to go further down. But it's either coming from this or this or this.
Do I see
Which
anything
all
with-
seem to be very solidly underneath the key. Yes.
Do I see anything with perception? Do I feel anything with perception 10?
10 is an average.
Uh-huh.
It's only easy level. What are you looking for?
A lever or something? Like, I'm trying to find something to turn the water flow off.
Okay, there's nothing like that. You look with the perception 10.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing like that down here.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, you could talk to Brian about this, but the water doesn't seem to be flowing like a spout so much as like a river flows. And you would know this better than most, being from Cernus. It's small for a river, given your experience, but it does seem to be flowing in the way that a river does. It seems to it is giving the indication. Actually, make me a survival check. What was everyone else doing?
Looking through, is this investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Investigation for
Okay.
finding loot.
Alright, dirty 20.
Epic. Okay, and you were also looking through?
I was helping her.
Okay. Did you make
Go
it
around
at
to the other side?
advantage?
I was helping her.
Yeah,
I was looking
honestly,
through
as long as we
the
keep
stuff.
Arame in our
29
in our
on-
eyesight.
Perception for the crates and
Yeah,
what
dirty
match today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Make
you
your
would
take again?
suck
Now
your-
we
29
look
for the
around.
crates.
Okay. You guys find there's a lot of like rotted material, like rotted fabrics, rotted crates themselves, but you find a few good ones amidst the pile that haven't succumbed to time and moisture. Amidst this, you find some dried jerky, surprisingly still edible, a steel jar of honey. There is a cracked and broken lantern, a very small keg, sort of this size, of strong bitter ale with a faded family crest. A crate of old wool blankets, but that's all moth-bitten and moisturized through. A bundle of tarnished silverware. And a pair of boots
Nobody put those on.
that seem to have
Kept there.
kept
Non-mothiness.
that seem to have kept their wear through whatever has eaten through the rest of this.
So just a reminder, before we entered in here, I had casted detect magic, so that's all
Bad.
pretend.
Oh, you fucking assholes! They're magical! I love a good wizard! Fuck yeah!
Is there anything magical in this door, in the secret passage?
Not as of yet that Kazoo has seen.
Nice.
So come check a little deeper over
What
there.
color are the strange lights? Which
The
one?
strange lights?
Yeah, you said
It's
there was
not. It's
strange-
not that the lights are strange. It's that I'm trying to indicate that the light is filtering through the door weirdly.
Sounds like
Yeah.
an investigation check. That.
I love Heath.
So. Oh, those are nice boots. You found this.
Don't put this on.
I mean, but
Don't
they
let
would
mine
fit-
till I get a pearl.
They would fit me so well.
What school is that? Are they?
They would be, I believe, the school either of, I think of transmutation. Yeah, school of transmutation.
That's concerning.
Sus.
I think they probably are.
Hey,
I would guess, but we can
yeah, those are
find
really
some.
nice boots. Anyway, up there is a staircase that leads to a door, but there's like some weird light. It's really weird. If you take a peek, you can see it. But if my geometry is right, that could lead into the keep. So, do we want to I don't know, poke our heads in, or do we want to wait to mess around?
I would recommend back.
We could
in this
go
one.
up a little bit and see how far this stairway goes.
I
We can
think
cut our losses and go take a long rest.
I think going up probably is going into the keep, and
There's still a door before the keep.
Yeah, let's
There's a door up
explore.
there.
So,
a door
Just to make
going
sure
up this
everyone
way
is
that-
aware.
Yeah, at the end of this hallway here,
This
there's a
door.
door.
Okay.
yeah.
Just to make sure everyone is aware, Nora and I have come to this side to investigate the other side.
Okay, epic.
No,
Just-
I had
Awesome. Please remove that book.
you sneaky bastards.
You
That's
Everybody else
spreading.
was.
I got
Kazoo.
companies.
We should
Oh,
walk
we're
up
keeping you in our eye line, so you.
Yeah.
Oh my god! That's
Looks
not.
familiar.
I'm so
That's
glad.
the wrong.
I was like, go back, go back.
I had
Reverse,
this for a
reverse.
one shot and it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Awesome.
This looks. There's part of it that looks like an asshole, and one that looks like
It's a heart chamber.
heart
I was gonna say it
chamber.
looks internal. It
Thank
looks.
Yeah, that was my second thing, but
You got
my
to
first thought was
stab it.
that's.
But your
an
first
asshole.
thought was
cool.
asshole. That
Yeah.
makes sense, Aaron.
Mind like the gutters.
If you take her up that hall then and get too close
Not
to
as
the
bad
door,
as
maybe
my
it'll detect
mother,
this.
though.
If the door is magical, or
Really?
if there's
She
the book is
Yeah.
just on it or something. Yeah,
No.
I'll go up and do that once we. Once
I
they
merely
finish that.
visit from time to time.
It hits me different when a woman has a mind in their mind in a gutter versus
Yeah.
when a man does.
There-
Yeah, because they've had to fight upstream to keep their mind in the gutter against cultural conditioning.
Yes, they sort of like chose that, whereas
Yeah,
like
you have to really want to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You had
There have
Whereas
been
like a man is like, this is just the lowest common
There
denominator,
have
right?
been-
Like
several times where I wished that I could bleach my brain for the things that have said and the images that have been conjured in my
I
mind.
mean, she is your own mother, so
Yeah.
that adds an extra
that
layer
is
on
true.
top
That
of
is
things.
extremely fair and
Yes.
valid. Okay, so you guys go into that room yourself. Kudos for bringing a pair to head off by yourself.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
And if he joins us, it will even be a trio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Finn joins us. That's
I'll
always
jump.
a big
I'll
question.
just jump though.
Okay, so you guys
No
move
idea.
into there is a sort of like an already mostly rotted door to get there. It's like half caved in already. As you move in, if Finn is there, he can light the couple of torches that are there for you. There's a small staircase and I believe a desk there? Like a stone
Yeah,
desk?
it could be a sure.
It could be a
Possibly
chair.
a
I'm
desk.
gonna say a desk.
Okay, I like a desk
So
better.
feel
There's a
free,
desk as well, maybe.
feel free to look into there if you want.
Either we can each roll, or I can help you investigate, and you can have
Uh,
advantage either way.
Okay, sure.
I love when people give two options and someone else says sure.
I will take the advantage.
We can do A, B, or C. Yes.
I'm sassy tonight.
Got 17 on investigation.
They are not very good.
Ooh, epic. All right, buddy.
Oh wait, I can guidance myself.
I was
I
just
would-
trying to finish chewing, so I could remind you.
I would do that.
Oh, God, get him! Okay, I really need to use the restroom, so y'all consider what you're gonna do after this while I go to the restroom. But I will be right back.
Investigation.
Our biggest
Yes. Y'all roll your investigation.
thing that we need to decide on,
Look
while
at
she's gone, that we
you,
can
kitty.
decide on is what is our turning point for when we're done here?
Right.
Are we going?
If door leads into keep, shut door, and
Are we going to risk opening said door?
maybe. I mean, just to take a peek.
If there's, well, I guess.
Last time I
Kazoo would be able
took a
to see.
peek, it's like 5 people on me, right?
Right, but that was different because that one we could attempt to do stealthily.
I mean, they are on high alert
Do you
in
still
the keep right now,
Yeah.
so.
Are we still trying to figure out a way
I
to
think
Do you
I
need
saw
line of
most
sight
people
for detect
purposely
on?
set off an alarm?
Let me see.
I think so. Assuming we find out where the door goes, I think we need to reconvene. We're all kind of tapped out until we have either a short or a long rest.
Yeah.
And if we want to pursue something, if we
I
want
guess I
to
should ask. Do you
get the
Sorry.
pearls,
I do.
Identify things to prep.
so
Because
my
it's
thought
telepathic,
is,
it's always prepared.
Yeah, a couple things open to find out.
once we check the door here or find any additional info in the desk or in
No, it has
with
to
the
say-
goods, I have a personal theory about what this place is.
Within 30 feet of me.
This is an escape tunnel.
Right.
For,
that you can
you know,
see within 30 feet.
They had rations, a lantern,
Right.
some
Right.
good boots, some silverware that they could
I mean,
potentially
if you
hawk
see,
if
I'm
they're
aware
like
that
on the
I'm
run.
currently by the doorway.
All
Called
of
out
the
to me.
waterways lead
No, I
out.
was hoping that we could like before.
So my thought is this is their like the peasants are revolting.
Thoughts of it?
Like
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
let's
we
get
could've-
let's get out of Dodge,
No,
secret
spoilers.
door, blah blah blah. But it hasn't been used in a minute.
Right.
But yeah, I think regardless of what we find out about the door, our next move, we should probably fall back and take our long rest at the Violet Garden, and then immediately set
They're
about.
gonna want us back, given the fact that we caused chaos there.
We're gonna assume that they want us back.
She invited us
Looking at the details with the map
before
Well,
all
I was
that.
gonna say that was before all of that.
in the water.
Yeah.
So
Um,
now you
Still
don't care about
wants
those kind of
the-
details.
If nothing else,
So I checked.
great
None of the
question,
people who
though.
died
Yes.
were the
I wanted
workers.
to know that.
They were all
Yes.
patrons.
And
Usually when I do the
Things-
math, I try to
Yeah,
incorporate
things-
what's on the
things-
map.
things-
They are the source of her income, but not
But it's a
the
good question,
stability
because
of her
sometimes there are
entire
details in there that
friendship.
That's just
And we did a pretty good
Yeah,
lie and
yeah,
convinced a
it's
lot of
important.
people,
Yeah.
and she could have continued to spin that lie
And we're
and not
coming
lost any
back with the
face.
evidence she wanted for the first deal.
Right.
So,
Well, whether or not she lets us stay is another.
yeah, but
But we can find
Swing
another
for the
spot to
fences.
sleep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
my
This isn't the
interrogation
worst
sound.
I was just saying, yeah, if they don't let us sleep there, we can just come back and sleep here. It seems
Yeah.
like this is pretty
Sure.
safe.
My investigation check was a 15.
Epic. Okay, so first off, there is a drawer
Okay.
in this thing, but it is locked.
Yes.
So there's a locked door. You do.
I do have a lock.
I know. Y'all are birds of a feather in a lot of ways.
yeah.
It just so happens that y'all were in the same area, but I love that like y'all got put together. It makes me happy. Are you making a sleight of hand check
I
for your
do.
lockpick? Okay.
Which is 24.
Whoa.
Oh, plus 10.
Okay, so you guys are pulling this locked, jammed drawer, and Anime sort of waves you back and gets down and uses his lockpick to click open the drawer, and it slides out very easily.
Impressive.
There
Thank you.
is. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just thank you.
Yeah.
Quick question. I don't have to burn my lockpick off right this time because it was successful.
Yeah,
like,
because it was
okay.
successful.
I'll
If
just keep
if
it.
you roll a
If I
1,
fail-
often they break.
Okay.
I don't even if you fail, I don't usually break them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but like a 1
As
will
soon as I'm
usually
not
break
rolling
them.
one, okay.
Yeah. You find in there a pouch of crushed gemstone powder. 50 to 100 gold piece worth.
I feel like Cousin could probably use this. I don't know for what, but I'm sure for something.
A sealed scroll tube with numerous leaflets of parchment in it
This is
that
just
have been
going straight to
sealed.
Cousin.
That have been sealed against the moisture.
Can I do like a silly spell that I talk less?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll just think about it. Not right now, but I'll just
Okay.
pick something.
Yeah, you're asking if you can have a silly spell in that tube. 100%. You decide which one it is.
Silly sounds just silly.
A bottle of what looks like very expensive ink.
This is just like
This is
straight
Cousin.
Kazun right?
I'm just writing it down now.
Thank you. I surrendered to it.
A small bag of smoked sea salt. Rare for this region.
Sea salt.
And highly valuable to the right merchant.
Okay.
I'm like, right away.
Finally, something I can do well. I can sell.
Fort money.
Yes! Silverware!
You guys are
We're
spoon.
slowly amassing everything we need for a nice meal.
Yeah.
We got some jerky.
Some nice silverware. We just gotta clean them up.
Okay, so were y'all headed up to look at the door
Yeah,
of
we were
Dr.
gonna
Sinner's?
go up. I just need to give them like 30 feet of the door to see if there's any magic on them.
Can you you can detect if there's like magic and shit, right?
Yeah, that's what my eyes are glowing blue right now.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get up to the door. The door itself gives no magic indication. It is old but still sturdy. It is and you hear muffled sounds of people moving and speaking on the other side. But the sound seems more muffled than it should, given just a door between the two of you. And again, the light is coming through weirdly. Like, usually you would see sort of light through the bottom crack of a door, but it's not coming through like you would expect the bottom crack of a door to be.
Am I just, like, put a finger through? Like, is it fake?
It's not fake. Your finger hits wood.
Are there any like cracks in the door we can maybe see on the other side without like opening it?
There don't seem to be obvious large enough cracks in the door or something like that.
But it's not.
If we like put our ear up to the door, does it sound like the voices are coming maybe from above it, like upwards?
Make me a perception check.
I can guide.
Guidance. Yeah. Our boy.
What do you do?
I don't think it's gonna matter. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
What are you doing? Nothing
I'm
important.
just like
Okay.
putting my ear up to the door and I'm like,
I've tried to give one of my
inspiration.
pirate NPCs
Oh,
your voice,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know how often it works well,
Thanks
but
for the
I'm
reminder.
trying.
You're trying.
I'm trying.
Didn't really help. That was a 6.
Can I give it a
Yeah,
perception?
absolutely. Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna strain real hard with guidance.
And guidance yourself. I
Kazin's
like
trying, and eventually Heath just like pushes him out of the way.
it. Your beard is getting in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like
My
stretch up
hearing?
against.
Well, you know, actually, I'm gonna use this one.
Hey, use it or lose it,
So
guys.
we're
Use it
like-
or lose it.
Do I
We're
want to
going for
roll
it,
my
yeah.
guidance as well, or should
Yes.
I keep it? Okay. I'm gonna get higher.
Yeah, it's a re-roll, so whatever you had on the original roll, you can have.
It's 3 better. Perception.
Mm-hmm. Why are either of you rolling when you have
I
fucking
know, like,
Priya
you
with
just,
you?
hey.
She's standing back
Oh,
there
yeah.
like...
12.
Big facts.
12. Well, because we're at the door, we're just like.
Basically what's happening right now, Priya, is though both of these men know that you are better at perception than both
We're
of
not
them.
trying
They
to
are,
do.
they are,
just there.
they are
We're just-
rallying
Both of us are
in.
not trying to
Make
do
it
what you're
the
accusing us of.
Kazoo goes down the stairs and gets Priya.
Most of misogyny
It is
comes
so-
as a subconscious thing, and it's not a purposeful, malicious thing. So though both of these men know that you are
Is she
better at
there? I
perception
thought
than
she
you,
was still
both
back
of them
there.
are
Yeah.
pressed up to this door, leaving you no room to get in.
In my
Did
mind,
you
Priya
come
thinks
with
they're
us?
doing something else because it's
Yeah.
so obvious.
Because obviously they would give to me if they were just
I didn't know
listening
she
for
was
something.
there. Also, never mind. Whatever. I'm just
He
losing
comes and
my-
gets me and he's like, alright, 28.
This is how we roll.
As I'm like listening up against the door, she comes over.
She was back and she's like, you had too much echoing in your head.
Just moves you back. Let the cleric of Koros do this. There are secrets behind this door.
I got a fucking 50 caliber stray right there. Fucking, just that my head is too echoey. Fucking just ow.
Oh yeah, you did. He needs to sit down and put some salve on that burn. You know what I mean? You gotta take some time. Maybe cast a cure wounds.
One point of damage. Psychic damage.
Priya, you press your ear up against this door, and you listen. You have so much. I like to think so much of Priya's perceptiveness comes from, like, she is very on alert. She is very perceptive, but it also comes from experience. You've done a lot of shit. You've seen a lot of shit. You've been a lot of places, and. No, in answer to Kazoon's question, it does not sound like the muffling of of sounds coming from the next story up. What it sounds like is this wall is thicker than a door. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds more like you trying, with a 28, you trying to listen through a wall to hear someone instead of listening to a
On the
door.
other side, which means are the hinges?
So was the
do they
door
just
that we
open this
came
way?
in.
It's
They
So-
open towards you.
Guys, it was the same way for the door we came in. It was a wall, and there was a stone press that let us in.
This just means that they may not know. Like,
Yeah.
We have been under the impression that this might be something that they're actively using, but the idea that it might be a wall on the other
Maybe not
side.
actively.
Between that,
Only a few people know.
But they don't know.
between that and the rotted door.
Yeah. Yeah. This is beginning to feel pretty safe.
So if we like, yeah, if the hinge is open this way, if we try to like crack the door open, is there
try
like
that?
a wall behind it?
Do you try to crack
Yeah.
the door open?
Yeah.
Okay.
You try to crack the door.
Well,
Okay.
wait. Hold on.
Yeah, you see Kazun reach for the
I
handle.
love Kazun being like, if I try to crack the door open, will this happen? And it's like, do you try to crack the door open? That's how you find out.
Wait. You said it's like there's a wall on the other side.
Kind of like the same look that we came through.
I'm the one making the smart. You're a wizard. What if the door's holding the wall up? The wall comes crashing down. What if there's a trap on the other side? Can I detect
Is
to
there a
see
trap
if
on the
there's a
other
trap?
Absolutely, yeah. Make
Is the door locked?
It's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Not the door lock, but the trap.
Trap.
Because if you're trying to check, are there traps on the other side? That's
Sure.
difficult from this side, right? But make me, but sure, make me a check.
From my taste.
Putting boots on
I'm
real
with you, buddy. I wasn't going to call you out on it.
Yeah.
I'm tempted.
What I taste is tart, and so all of my feelings are joy.
20 and dice jail.
No, I mean, that's alright. 7. Wait.
Pater has a toilet.
What
If
am I-
any of you guys need
Yeah, you want
like
the
a
you want the
dice
toilet?
What am I
Bring out
adding
the toilet.
to this?
So you are doing a trap check. That is a specific check in D&D that I cannot remember. Do you remember
I
off the
think
top of your head?
I think it was just investigation.
Investigation. Make me an investigation check.
Worse. 7.
Okay. It's basically impossible to try to check if there are traps on the other side of this door from this side of this door.
Okay. And the door is locked though?
No, the door, I mean, if you check the door, it's not locked.
Which die does not serve you.
That's so good.
It even has like graffiti on this.
I have just a little cage I put over my dice.
I
So
got a new set of dice that I forgot to bring, but it came
Kind of hard
with
if
a
there's like
little-
yellow
came with a little
bits
cage.
down here
Yeah.
Where's
too.
my little cage?
That's
Just to clarify,
I am grossed out.
you didn't detect any
I know that it's
on
pink,
the
but I'm
door.
not putting my dice.
Here's my little
So,
dice.
right
Here's my
now.
little dice
Okay.
cage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
that's
just put it
nice.
over the dice if they're.
My dice is fine. It rolls
It's-
fine
it's-
other times.
This is for if your dice are
Put
misbehaving.
it on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes,
just
because
like
you punish that.
You put them on
Dice
notice.
jail?
Oh my.
There it is.
Yeah, you put
There
them
you
on
go.
notice in dice jail.
Or Pater puts them in a dice
Dice
toilet,
jail.
which is just too harsh for me.
That is a little hard.
It just feels
It's
bad.
insulting.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a gentle parent. I trust that
It's-
things will come around.
Exactly.
It's
I
fine.
whisper encouragement to my dice, or sometimes I whisper like if you fucking
There's also,
if you don't
if you need
fucking
something a little lighter.
Box of
yes.
shame. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, thanks, Kino. Thanks for the gift. It's so kind.
Here you go to punish your
Oh no.
No!
family.
So if you check the thing,
Retro.
it's clear. It
Okay.
doesn't seem to be locked.
Negative.
Do you have the ability to stop things from falling? Like some sort of force?
No. I can stop like a brick, like, but
Shit.
That was so funny. Cause it just no.
we can wait. We can
I have
wait.
many skills, and that's not one of them.
If you open the door.
Can we take that risk?
I mean, you can barely like just.
Does the door open into the stairs?
It
or?
does. It opens
Towards
it.
us.
Okay, it
Towards
opens.
us.
I mean,
I'm going.
I love this group so
I
much.
am
The
curious.
anxiety that Michelle is going through.
Oh yeah,
I'm right there with you.
the
Actually,
effort
you're
I'm
not.
expending to hold my tongue is
Some
immense.
of my favorite things in this campaign is Michelle having a little twisty come apart over there, and Aaron having to get up and pace, and be like, "What's happening? What's happening?"
It's the anxiety corner, and we're doing fine.
And I love it.
Look, if you can't do that, if you can't do that, then I think let's not disturb anything for now, because we know where we need to go, and let's not ruin the surprise, so to speak. So,
If you want to open it by just an inch,
don't tempt me.
I'm just saying, and like peer through, I will let you. That's all I'm saying.
You would also
See?
let us aggravate a Titan or do
I
whatever. Take it
would. And I would.
Like,
And I make no
so we have a
apologies.
catch-22 here.
You should have tempted me.
I simply
I thought of
opened
this.
the world of possibilities.
Yes, I
you
thought of
guys.
this, yes.
Okay.
But that's not worth the risk because
Like,
we've got one chance to open this door and get what we.
by the way, this conversation we're having very quietly.
On the one hand, I assume, but on the other hand, thank you. You are a good-looking out player at all times, and you deserve inspiration. You don't have inspiration, but you are such a phenomenal rules player.
Give him inspiration.
And I'm going to give you a hero point for being such a phenomenal player from the get-go of this. Like, no hate to anyone else, but from your backstory to the rules lawyering to the way that you play, it's just phenomenal, and I appreciate you. So hero point to you,
So
man.
that sucks. But you should have.
So
That was like for a moment.
we're at kind of a catch-22 though, because like, on one hand, you might be right, and we could open it could trigger an alarm, or the wall could fall in if it's not like attached to the door or something like that.
That's a
On
pretty
the
big-
other hand,
that's a pretty big one hand.
On the other hand, maybe they did not realize that. Maybe they bricked over this wall, and it's not like a secret door on the other side. It's literally just a stone wall. And we try to come here later and use this when our party is split up.
We can
and
break
we
through
have a
it.
plan.
You have a bear on your side.
But you're not.
We have a bear on our side.
She's not gonna be there though. She's gonna be with.
No, if we're coming in through the back door, we were all gonna go together, weren't we?
Oh, okay.
Look, I feel like has somebody
Or
used
are you gonna
stone
go
shape
be
before here?
the Wicked Witch of the Woods?
I don't think so.
I'm thinking
If anyone had, it would have been him.
If she, I don't have it, but if she
Do what?
maybe can memorize, or maybe she can get it on the long rest.
What?
Stone
Stone
shape.
shape? Is that something you have? That's what they were asking.
I have meld with stone. Let me look and see if I
Stone shape is a
Just
cantrip.
if it's only if we've seen it. It might be bigger than that. I don't know.
The only stone stuff you guys have done so far, to my memory,
I'm
is
thinking Molder.
Is
the
the
illusion
this
of
very
stone
have molder.
Yeah.
for the
That's what I was
wall.
thinking of.
Look, firstly, it's still like midday,
I
right?
don't know why I prepped so much.
And so
I tell you every time.
Right, but then sometimes it's like, God, I'm glad that I prepped that much. You know what I mean?
It takes us 2 hours to get out of her room.
True,
Well-
but you never know when that session is gonna come where it's like, man, I'm glad I had all that extra
So-
shit prepared. You know what I mean?
look, being the expert in stealing things, right? Doing it in the middle of the day, not a good idea, right? If we make a ruckus, even the possibility of a ruckus, right? It alerts people, element of surprise gone. So we want to be committed when we go through this door, so that if there is some sort of commotion or whatever, there's a less chance that someone will hear it, right? So, I get it. We might want to see what we're up against, but I'm a little nervous that we'll fuck everything up, and we don't really need to be going through this door right now, right? We're a little bit knackered, and we just need to have a little bit of patience and, I guess, delay our gratification.
If you didn't already have inspiration, I would give it to you.
I need it.
Do you not have it?
Use it.
Oh my gosh! I have it over here, and I thought I'd give it out. Absolutely valid. Deserved.
I definitely respect that you are more experienced in this than me, so I will defer to you on this.
Agree?
I am going to agree, and I say let's go.
Wait, before we go though, were you able to hear what they were saying
I
on the
don't
other side?
think
Make me a second perception check.
Or can we smell anything?
Y'all can
What's
make
this
these
weird shape on this book's cover? It looks like a bird.
14.
Okay. It is difficult through several layers, which you were able to deduce. Like there's a layer of wall behind this layer of door to pick up. Yeah, the muffled voices. There are people talking, but what exactly they're saying is difficult to make out, which is unfortunate because I did have something prepared.
I was hoping maybe we could identify if it was like the kitchen or something like that on the other side.
Right.
Okay, sit back down.
Alright.
You're waiting. You've got 3 things.
Yeah, but I want them to finish their.
Alright, then we head back down.
Before they come back down, because they're doing something without me, and I'm gonna do things without them.
Nah.
Sure. Where are you? Where have you been?
Still down here by these crates.
Oh, cool.
Couple questions. One, you said there was an old, slightly tarnished symbol on one of these things on the keg.
Yeah.
I would like to investigate that and see if I can suss out the rest of that.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
Investigation. I'm so good at that,
Who
guys.
has the boots, by the way?
That's gonna be the second thing. Oh, did you pick them up? Oh, okay. I was gonna put them on. Good job. Good job.
Allison.
I was like, they're just gonna leave me and leave these
I
boots
know,
here.
I
I'm
said-
gonna try mine.
I picked those up.
I
It's
put,
like I took
Well
those
done.
out.
I was like, I put those under my clothes.
Yes. Yeah.
Smart.
Chase.
That's
Is
not
there
a bad
anything
roll.
else
That's actually very good rolls.
of interest in that room other than the desk?
Cobwebs and rats' nests.
Okay, in
And
that
I would-
case,
I would
Wait, rats?
I would-
Are they rats we know?
ask you to come and then try to start
Yes.
wrangling us back around.
These are good questions.
But on the way.
23 investigation.
There's a but.
23 investigation.
I roll really well.
Ask for
It
something.
I'm not a good investigator.
The only reason you recognize this symbol is because you've seen it on one of your party members. It is extremely worn down, and
DM me.
it is extremely worn down. Sure, I'll DM you.
Okay.
That way you can decide whether you want to bring it to the group or not. But it is extremely worn, and
This was on the keg?
on the keg.
Okay.
On one of the kegs.
And then lastly, how much of that tarnished silverware was there? We got like a crate full?
3 sets of 3.
3 sets of 3. That's not a lot. I'm gonna scoop them up, put them in my bag, we'll melt them down for a coin later, guys.
nice.
I'm gonna write these down.
I'll take the
Or if there's a
food.
need, we can forge it into a silver blade. Do we need a silver blade for any reason?
Yeah, I picked up the jerky and the honey.
Oh, you got that already? Okay.
Oh, okay. Well then yeah.
We can just stick the ale in the bag of holding, so it's not so heavy.
So I wanted to ask you a question on the way back.
On the way back? Okay.
I have a question for you to consider. And I will tell you if you want me to tell you. But if you would like to come up with it, let me know what the symbol of a cleric of Koros would be.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask a question to Nor on the way
Okay,
back on
yeah,
the edge
go
of
for
the
it.
Yeah,
street.
we're starting to walk back.
I
Yeah.
just asked him, are you able to clean clothes?
Yes.
Okay,
Thankfully.
when he says yes, I just lean back to the pond of sugar water, like this.
Like,
It's like,
I love how he's just like, hey, can you clean me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The questions
Good. Later.
the questions that Sin asks the group. One of the main reasons I love Herme is that the questions that Herme asks his group are like the questions that people ask a DM. You don't ask questions that make sense. You ask a question that's completely separate from the thing that you're planning to do, and then you go do some wild thing.
I
Okay,
will
I'll-
not
Which is
answer.
why most of the questions that you guys ask, I have
Do
to
you
answer
always
with,
talk like that?
what
Or
is
do
it that you're
when
trying to
it's like
do?
for sure that you're like,
Amazing, love that. You drop it in the ground,
Yeah,
into the
I was
water.
gonna
Brian
check
would
that
know, I'm asking.
skeleton.
Oh,
Okay.
He probably would have had
Make me an investigation check.
kind of urgency sometimes. Not
It's a
super
pretty big
easy, but
flush.
generally it's pretty.
okay, then I'm gonna
Oh,
hustle
yes.
pretty well.
That's something I did.
Eva's telepathically telling me that they might need me, but in a slightly alarmed version, so I'm gonna hustle over there.
Okay.
As we're coming
I
down
also
the
have a
stairs.
question. Oh, I have a question for you, but I'll come back to it. Don't let me forget, though. Don't let me forget before we leave here.
As you come through the door, I just
Okay.
imagine
Somebody
Eva
move me
and
over
Nora
there.
are just standing down, looking into the looking at the water, like.
Will somebody move my mini over here?
Nor, I constantly
I would
love
usually get up, and I'm very sore.
thinking of Nor in all these situations, because he is the most, like, he's just like the hoity-toity,
Yeah, just
like,
like the-
nobility, running around in these sewers, just like, what am I doing here?
You fell in?
No.
No.
He went in on purpose.
Do you remember, Oscar would get along with Nor so well.
So great.
So,
Yeah, I have a cleric. He's a cleric of coffee. It's great.
That's
he's a lot of fun. And so I made up a whole coffee god, and they have like he has a bunch of subs. So everybody's a
That's
coffee, and then you do a
fantastic.
subdomain of nature, fire, or earth or something, and they all have their responsibilities.
That's
Blah blah
so
blah blah. I have drowned like 8 times in this
This
campaign.
whole thing is I'm in the wild, and why
I'm
am I
not
not in
supposed to be.
civilization?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wrote a bold character who was like, he appreciates comfort above pretty much everything else.
Coffee.
If you have a thought, Allison, write it to me.
Nor got about 6 hours in civilization, and he was in his element. And then now,
Yeah, great time, great times.
He's like, we're in a
I need
city,
cobblestone
Stewards.
streets. I need roofs. I need light posts.
like,
Sick of this swamp water, these giants, this fucking snake trying to eat me in my sleep,
Okay.
and drowning. Done with it. All right. Anyways, why did you jump in?
no, I did not jump in. He said,
No.
"Hey, can you clean me up?" And I said, "Yes." And then he scuba diver over the back of the boat. Like,
You're in.
Yeah, so Nora and I are standing there looking into the water, and you just see bubbles.
How
coming
deep
up.
is it?
Great question.
We'll see.
I'm
I'm not
gonna.
falling too
I don't know really what to do.
Let me
to say how
tell you.
deep it is.
I just
Oh my God,
jumped
I just ran
like
in.
this, and
Yeah.
the water's right here.
that would be very
Is he
funny.
submerged?
Like this.
Yeah.
The water is like
Sure, I'll allow it. I'll allow
Tell
it.
him to pause for a second.
Okay. Pause.
Have you paused? Do you
No.
pause?
No, I'll just
He's
check
like,
that.
no.
Are you,
Okay,
so you
I'm gonna do
are
two
in
things.
the water.
Ever once in this entire campaign.
Brian's learning.
Okay, so
I'm doing 2 things. One, arm down, snake's gonna slither on down my arm and into the water and follow after him.
Yeah, that will be creepy at all.
And then, second thing, I'm working on that. The second thing, I'm gonna clear the water around him, and it's gonna be nice and. That we'll talk about it. I've got jerky on the ready, my friend. When have I not given
I
you
cast
great
food
things?
You hear that singing right when you're like, I'm not missing this
So
guy.
when
Anyways,
She
I'm
cuts
sending
in
that
right
way,
as what the
and-
fuck is jerky?
Let him go.
Don't introduce an animal and then tell me to stop speaking for it. I'm gonna speak for it as much as I want.
Yeah, but he should be going immediately.
He's going.
So do I see that snake?
I've
Okay,
cleared
I'll
the
start
water
punching
around
the
you.
water
It is
and
clean.
I'll
It is
stop
clean
it.
water.
Oh, he moved. He cleared the water around.
I know,
It
but
does- it
whenever I
cleans.
see
It
that
doesn't
snake,
clear,
I
actually.
just start
Flint, the snake is a
punching.
friend. The snake is a friend.
Oh shit! I freaked out.
I showed you the snake before.
He's gonna attack you.
Oh
No, he's not.
That is.
The snake is under my control.
No, he's not.
Yes, it is.
You don't have control over the animal.
I do. I actively have control of the
Okay.
animal.
Okay.
Okay, I will allow.
But it,
So I got 14 on
Sir.
investigation. Yeah.
He's punching me in the face.
Bite him. I wanted to choose. That's all. I'm not against it. Hold on, I've got the attack here. It's got different
I'll
stats.
say roll me an
It's got
attack.
different stats. Let me pull it
You want me to
up.
roll attack as well because I'm.
Flint,
No,
Okay,
he's
he's got
attacking.
snake.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're
I'm punching
attacking him.
him.
Flint, you have upset the snake.
What?
Fantastic. I don't even know where mine is. Here it is.
He also says how the druid turned into a mongoose.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Alright.
Oh, that's
Druid
so
is out
funny.
of wild shapes.
So
Unfortunately, Kino, they did not have a glass to put against the wall. Only silverware.
we come in as this is happening.
Eagles.
I would assume because he ran in, so we would run.
As
after him.
usual, when you come back to whatever Therme is a part of, there's just chaos.
Well, him punching the wall. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
We've punched a lot of water in our time.
Well, look, I mean, guys, what are you freaking out for? I mean, me and him, we've had bad experiences. We told you about this.
He didn't.
24.
I was upset.
Versus 1, okay.
Yeah, you hit for sure.
Okay.
He just jumped into the water without any preface.
I'm sending you some
Ouch.
options.
Sorry, buddy.
How deep is the water? Like, is he full on like swimming in there?
No,
Right
he's like
Oh, it's
chest.
just like
He's like
wading in
ribs level.
12 damage.
Okay, you just roll. You just
Sorry.
take 12
That's
damage.
a
for you.
lot.
I rolled max damage.
Okay, I'm down.
You're not.
Oh my god!
No.
That would serve everyone right in this situation.
Absolutely.
To clarify on something, I can clear, when I say clear the water, I don't mean I parted the water like Moses.
Yeah, just cleaned it.
It's clear, like healthy water. You're not in sewage water, and I'm gonna keep that maintained around him while he's doing it. It also clears your visibility, so it's like crystal clear Key West waters.
Is this giving me like any kind of advantage on investigation?
It will keep you from having a disadvantage.
It will keep you from going septic.
Standard
Then
roll.
14.
Okay,
Still.
14. You are searching over this skeleton.
Why not?
I should be joining him.
You shouldn't.
Why shouldn't I?
There's no
I can
reason.
breathe under there.
There's no
There's
reason.
no reason.
You can breathe underwater.
Well,
Y'all are cracking me
take
up.
it closer.
I'm loving
Yeah,
this.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Live
I
underwater.
took advantage for a second, but obviously you haven't spent around my culture, so that wasn't
Because
rude.
it was
My
like,
bad. I got
you're so
defensive for no
culturally
reason.
ignorant.
Yeah, I can breathe underwater and I can swim really
this
fast.
isn't even culture. He told us.
Yeah, he's got fucking gills. Yeah, he does. He's very clearly a fish person.
Yeah, I was like.
We're not gonna shame Leaf anymore. Not tonight.
I didn't want to assume that you could, but
I'm not assuming it's a good practice.
Yes.
I can breathe underwater.
Jesus. Within reason.
Wait, what's the? This is an actual science. There's a science term for something that can breathe underwater. It is.
Ziggy.
Amphibious.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah, he's
term for something
amphibious.
that can breathe underwater and
Amphibious.
I want to know both.
He's an
That's
amphibian.
what it is.
If it can breathe both?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what
Oh.
amphibious is. I'm like, I'm answering your question, son.
So you're an amphibian.
We went to the car rental place
Ziggy.
today,
That's
and
enough.
they were like, so how are y'all like, are y'all together? And I was like, no, this is my brother. And they were like, who's older? And then the minute he asked who's older, the guy looked into my eyes and he went, you're older. And I went, thank you for recognizing the exhaustion behind my gaze.
Yeah.
I appreciate the recognition in this moment. He's like, no, this girl is older for sure.
People get so weird about a man and a woman in public together, trying to figure out like.
They do. It was very friendly, likely.
Yeah.
I actually like apropos of nothing.
Yeah, that's
I'm planning on inviting this random Hertz dude to presentation night because he was so nice.
Very fun.
He was
Random
so
Hertz dude,
cool.
let's go.
I'm like, let's be friends. Why not? This is how we make
Expand
friends in
the
the wild.
Tell us all the car rental secrets.
He's so
Oh
nice.
yes.
But people do like if you're a man and a woman together, they assume that you're romantically together. Otherwise, like
Yeah.
That's
Working
just-
in a
If
restaurant.
it's just two of you, yeah.
yeah. I mean, well, even in
fair.
high school, like I was in high school at the same time as my brother Zach, and people assumed we were dating before they assumed we were siblings because we spent time together.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird.
I'm not Hunter's
It
Mark.
comes. I'm gonna get up on my soapbox for just a
Hunter's Mark,
second. It
yeah.
comes from a lack of ability of society
It's not for bad reasons.
to
For good reasons.
conceive of non-romantic
You're doing something
relationships
dangerous. I wanna make sure
between
I
men
can-
and
I can
women,
track you.
where like
Yeah.
they,
Including siblings.
including siblings, which is, from my own personal point of view, where it starts. I think it starts there and cycles back. Like, if we were better at the way that we built up siblings to be friends, then societally that would work better. But I digress. But like the whole aspect of like people not being able to conceive of a man and a woman being in a dynamic that isn't romantic is rampant. Which has been very awkward for me with 6 brothers. But it's a great opportunity to educate people and just be like, no, this is my brother and
So,
we happen to be close.
Does he find anything?
It
Yes.
looks like people are watching.
You missed it, yeah,
Well,
but Hunter's Mark sports.
You hunters marked what?
Heath. Harmon.
Heath?
Harmon.
Hairman.
Oh, Hairman. Sorry,
Hairman,
yeah.
okay.
Hairman.
He has the same E at the end of his name
I
as
got
I
a
have.
leash, yeah.
Okay, your hunter's marked. Hey, that's never bad. Being able to be found is good. Okay, so you do a 14 investigation check. Most of what's on this thing has been picked clean over time. But you do see a,
I gotta get his actual base after I
you see a familiar, if
bounce very well.
long-worn uniform on it.
Oh. Is it related to?
It's not related to you. It's not your blue. It's not your Azure guild.
But I know.
You have someone in your party that has a uniform similar to what
It's
thing
like
is wearing.
interparty secrets going different directions.
The chainmail that it's wearing is sort of the design of its garb
Well, that makes sense.
is reminiscent to Priya's. But with only a 14, you do not find anything of value on.
I'm the only one seeing this
Yep.
uniform, right?
Do you find anything in the water?
Well, he
You
can
look
hear us.
up
He's
the
underwater.
Everyone's watching you.
Yeah.
We're all
Jumping
just
everywhere.
Yeah, you sure we're just all up on the ledge, like watching.
Do you have any companies before Priya?
Don't have any what?
Company? Any kind of like friends or families?
Yeah, come to think of it, who'd you hang with before us? You know, we really haven't asked her that many questions. Fucking person of secrets. Spill them all. Let's go.
I just kind of figured she wouldn't tell us.
I don't know, that's the best time to talk
I think I
about it.
already do, yeah.
I have been a loner and a traveler most of the time.
Why do you
Take it
ask
off.
Insight
Can I
check.
take it off
Insight
that,
check.
like chainmail?
Make me an athletics check.
I do not
Take that, yeah.
sus.
It's,
Alright, not bad.
it's not.
I don't know how good a liar she is. Probably great for being
That's
secrets.
that's
not that great at insight.
above average. Yeah, you're able. It's mostly armor and
I'm
bones.
sorry.
at the
Okay.
same
I'm also
time.
going
I'll
to
just
You're
take
able
pictures.
to
Yeah,
Take
I'll
one
just
out
show it
and-
to everybody.
What are y'all insight checking on?
He asked who I
Whether or not
travel
she's
with,
lying.
and I said that I was mostly a loner and just a traveler.
Okay, insight check. Roll either, not telling anyone, a persuasion or a deception based on what you know the answer to be, and give us the response.
Like what I roll, or
Tell us what the roll is plus either your persuasion or deception, but don't tell us whether it's persuasion or deception.
Okay.
I know, because I know your backstory,
right.
but they don't know whether it's persuasion or deception.
Yeah.
So you're just rolling it, adding whatever it is, and then telling them what the roll is. And then
Okay.
they're rolling
Against that.
against
So
it.
15.
15,
30-20.
I got a 12.
12,
30-20.
30, 20.
Way too
I
focused
didn't
on
roll high enough.
all this.
Okay, give me a pen.
Okay. Take one of these with me.
So, why'd you ask the question?
Look at this. I'll just take it off from the skeleton and show it to you. It's like same armor that Priya has.
And
Very
Just
right
like
now.
looking
Symbol
back and
for us.
forth.
So I'm looking at it. I don't know if I recognize it or not.
Wait for DM to come back now. God?
God, tell me what I know.
Yeah.
Hello? I'm assuming I probably recognize it. Is it?
I mean,
Do
if
we
I
establish
recognize it.
which of us got the stuff from the desk?
And also,
Yeah,
Wait.
probably her, but it's probably immediately
It's
going
going straight to
and I want
Yeah.
to take
That's
it
what
off
I was.
the
As
pro-
long as we're cool
I was
with.
grabbing everything that in my mind, I was grabbing everything that seemed like it would go to Kazoon,
I'm cool
which
with that.
was just about everything.
Can you give me a mango?
Oh yeah, of course.
And also, can I take a look at the parchments, Aoife? Whenever I just get back from the water.
Before we take him out, I want
Yeah, Kazoon.
him to
Let's
see
let
if there's
Kazoon
a
open it first.
ward on it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Because I also want to look at them, but I also don't want to be blown out.
Beautiful ever.
I left and I came back with inspiration.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did. All right.
He
so
held up the
He held
armor.
it up and showed it to me. Do I recognize that it's?
it is of
Okay.
similar design
Come
to
Try the mango,
the
it's good. Should we have
I
it?
think we mango.
to the armor and the
I can
robes,
eat
though
both
the
ways. I
robes
think
are
it's better just to
patterned,
take
of
the
similar
off.
design to the armor and robes you were given when you were inducted into the Church of Koros. So he noticed it for the similar design and build that it had to yours, and you noticed the same thing. For Chase when he gets back, and for Heath, it's just difficult to read Priya. Like, she is
Also-
very stonewalled most of the time, so it's just hard to know one way or another. Like,
Also,
what
I wasn't trying that hard. It was more like a passing glance because I was curious why he was asking.
Sure,
So, yeah.
sure.
Hey
Get
guys,
inside of him.
It's coming to my mind that Lady Guinevere mentioned that Laura Leo was on the verge of being inducted into the
I don't have good poker faces, especially when I've been drinking. Don't look at me.
The warden's wife.
Thanks for the
Who
likes,
sent
Dave.
us out into a trap. Lady Guinevere did mention that she was on the verge of being inducted into the Order of Koros. Heath, how certain are we that the Lorelia in the keep is actually Lorelia?
Fuck do I know?
That would be.
I don't even watch that moment.
Yeah, we're gonna rewatch it. You and me together, my guy. It's gonna be great.
No, I'd never met the woman until she showed up to the fucking feast or whatever in her fucking robes and shit.
You know, increasingly unsure now.
But I mean,
if I'm not mistaken, you said that
you're guessing
really
that
not
she
any
what
evil
she like
character
kidnapped
in this
the
campaign.
real one and switched places.
I did not,
It's
let's be very
possible.
clear, I did not say there will not be an evil character in this campain. I said that the PCs
We could not be evil.
cannot be evil.
That's
you
what I'm-
guys.
that's
okay,
what I'm
yes.
trying- okay.
Yeah. I mean, if
Speaking of
someone
tied
talked,
evil shit.
if someone talked to me behind the scenes and decided they were going to be secretly evil, that's a different thing, right? Like,
So that means you're
Speaking from
alone.
experience.
I'm saying that anything is allowable with approval from the DM.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Anything is allowable with approval from the DM.
Well,
I'm
All
just saying,
all's
Lady
permitted, rules are
Guinevere
made up.
may be interested in
Roll
this.
it up and the points really matter.
I think at the very least we save this because in a few levels there is a spell that I could learn that could tell me the history of an item.
Yeah. And Lady Guinevere may be interested or know who this is, and we may be on the outs with Lady Guinevere, so this could be getting us.
And this is
Alright, Aaron May, swim back.
This is
I'll
still
swim.
attached
We gotta go
to a
anyways.
skeleton?
Huh?
This is attached to a skeleton, or it's just...
It is. It's like garb on a
but
skeleton
can we
that is
identify-
drowned.
Can we tell
in
if
it.
it's a man or a woman's skeleton?
That's going to be a high investigation check, but go for it, my guy.
can
medicine?
take a
Or a
look?
medicine check. I
Can
will
I
allow
take a
either.
look at the
I'm gonna-
skeleton
I'm
and
gonna do
try
this
and
too.
determine how long it's been here?
Yes, that will either
Or you
be
gonna-
an
it's just like trying
investigation
to do it
or a medicine
I'm
check.
gonna
help you.
I allow either.
So I'm gonna have a check.
Real hard on
To be clear, Priya is going to confirm with me what symbol it is, but this. Wait, did you say already?
I'm gonna assist you.
Never mind.
In what
Apologies.
you're doing.
I'm saying
Okay,
something
So you
that
can
I
roll
don't have
advantage.
permission
And
to
I've
say.
guidance you +3.
I took back.
+3.
Yep.
Oh, cool! Yay!
Ooh, good thing you helped me, because one of my rolls is a 2. So let's see. 24 total.
Peter, the symbol you see on, though faded, I'll write it to you.
Using my inspiration.
Y'all's
Oh, so we're
inspiration is
taking
not
that
serving
thing,
you
right?
as well
Like
this
we're not gonna
time.
Not
leave
this
good aged
We
alcohol
were going to put it
behind.
in the bag of holding,
Oh, nice. Okay.
so it's heavy.
Smart.
Peter, I'm writing you separately.
Cool.
Fuck.
11
Damn me, yo.
11?
on my how old.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, it's way too difficult to get within 11. And that's no bad on Heath.
Yeah.
It's just that it's been underwater for who knows how long.
Yeah, and that can
And being
change things.
eroded in that way, you would have to be sort of like
Moving
an investigator to understand, like,
I need a forensic
there are people who
lab.
specialize in
Right.
this.
I need a
Yeah,
forensic lab
exactly.
on the bones.
Exactly.
24 on determining the gender at least.
Ooh, okay, Kazoon. Yeah, there are distinct differences in the bones of a female or a male deceased person. Specifically, like the shape and width of the hips and so on and so forth. You can tell that this was a male.
This was not Laura Leo, this is a man.
Well, so Warden of Boren has been in power for
Let's walk and talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. He's been empowered.
Let's stick
remove it.
the armor. In
I love
the
that
bag of
Allison was like,
holding.
that's what I'm saying. I haven't said that, but internally I was saying
I did
that.
when I was like, let's go. I was like, hey, let's.
Oh, I
go.
missed it. Okay,
And
one of
then-
the things I'm going to ask of you, I will give you more inspiration for it when I see it happening, but it's for you to assert your own space, your own place in the space of this circle more often. Because I often see you start to speak, and then someone else will speak over you, and I try to catch it. I do. I'm like, I'm a minute.
Yeah.
But the more I see you asserting into that space, I will give you inspiration for it. Okay,
Oh,
but
I hate this.
you say that's what I was saying, and y'all start to move
It's awful, right?
down.
You
Yes.
see the
Sure.
graffiti
So
on the
that's
side.
the advantage of I want to
I
check.
also hate it. Thank you very much. I don't like it at all.
It needs to be bad
That's
in
why
order
I
to
have
be
a
good.
prison for mine.
I have the box. Show them the
No.
box.
This
No.
box of shame is.
Nobody needs that. Oh, the box of
The box
shame.
of shame, which
I
is
do
the
like the
toned
box
down
of shame.
version.
I guess I should.
The cup box. Where you roll other dice in front of your dice and make it go shit. Okay, so you all begin to make your way out of the.
Now I'm gonna check the boxes as soon as we enter the room.
They already.
We are
cleared.
really-
I know, so I just want somebody to let me know that they've checked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
We
then
let you know.
We got that.
Checked.
We got you.
Okay. So I was asking, is there any rope in this room? You
No.
guys find it?
No.
Whatever rope you find is so dilapidated and
No, it was
and
okay.
worn
It's shit
down
rope.
that it's not good enough to use.
Yeah.
100%.
On the
It's
other
literal
side-
shit rope.
Oh.
In the other side, we found a bottle of very nice ink, a bag of gem dust, and a sealed
Here
case
comes the
that
list.
appears to hold documents or scrolls.
Nice.
So,
And I sent the
is any of
seal
that-
spell that I created for this session. I
And-
just sent on this.
Oh, cool, yeah.
That's all. I'm just gonna hand it to you.
Yeah. Is any of that magic, or is there magic on it that I can detect at least?
Would your detect magic still be up?
It's 10 minutes.
Sure, we'll allow it. Mostly because no, none of it is magic.
Okay.
so, look, Warlock Boren has been in power for close to 30 years, I think.
Does he look 30 years older than he did back then?
Well,
Does he look older than he did when you were little?
look, I don't know how old you think I am, but I'm only 28. So, like,
Okay, so 12 years ago? Does he look older than he did 12 years ago? You were 16 then.
Yes.
I'm thinking seeing
Make me a
adult-sized human
history
being.
check.
Eva, I hate to defend Heath, but how often did orphans run into the warden?
Exactly.
Enough for him to hate him.
Well,
You can hate his
I
You
think
can hate someone
I think that's more
conceptually.
on principle than anything else.
History.
You can hate someone conceptually and not personally.
11.
I've never run into Donald Trump.
This is fair.
11?
Yes.
Oh, I hate that for you, Aoife. It's hard to, he's definitely aged since last you saw him walking through the streets, kind of. Like, he has some gray hairs where he didn't have gray hairs before. But as far as, like, at what rate or how much he's changed since, he's aged since then, there's no saying. You weren't paying attention as a 12-year-old.
Sure. Look, I mean, sure. I mean, don't old people age? But I wasn't trying to get at it. I was just trying to figure out how long that place has been abandoned, because what we discovered is there's a door that leads most likely into a wall that's been sort of covered up. So the reason why everything went to fucking rot is because nobody's ever been down here, or
Yeah.
hasn't been for a while. I can't really tell how long the body's been down there, because it's kind of, well, hard, but I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is somebody sealed the door, and we don't know who. It could have been the warden, it could have been someone before
Yeah.
him, but I don't know if it connects at all to Laura Leah, but it is, I suppose, concerning about the whole
Don't move
being
him.
inducted into the secret
Hey.
society
Hey.
of secret people.
Yeah. Do you know anything about who was in charge before the warden?
Before I've always
You're
been
walking
around
around
all
We
the time.
talked about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I know? Like,
I'm going to establish that. Sorry, buddy. I thought that was the thing. I'm going to establish that you're all walking down the sewers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is at least a 30-minute walk because it was 20 minutes at your full run.
To be clear, we're back through the
Yep,
first
we've gone
door.
back through.
Okay, cool.
Closing the secret door behind us.
Okay, good to know. Close the secret door behind
Heading
you.
back towards. I don't know why you're closing it. You could just go around the other side.
It's to hide.
No, he's talking about this door.
Yes, I know.
But yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I would assume we're heading back towards the Violet Garden. Yes.
Yeah, that was our.
Yeah.
So she asked,
conversation.
"Do I know who was warden before our warden?"
You know what this makes it?
There
No,
was
I don't know
a
exactly.
warden before. I don't know that. Sorry, I started getting into history, and then I was like, I don't know that. I don't know if Heath would know this. Yeah, make me a history check at disadvantage.
Take my guidance since I'm talking to you, and I'm wishing really hard that this
Sure.
is something that you would know.
I have a ludicrous question
At
when you have
disadvantage?
availability.
Yes,
History
Yeah.
check?
disadvantage, sir.
18.
Oh.
I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Cook.
Plus a 1.
We got your gears turning. You're thinking, remembering things.
My other d20 somewhere underneath the fucking
Are
screen.
Bolin Warden Arbolin Lefson, as she asks you these questions, which are not things that Heath generally, dwells upon, so it's really more of a bringing back to mind of memories that you haven't really concerned yourself with up till this point. Before him was a warden unconnected to his name, which was unusual. Often warden lineages were passed down, not officially, right, because they were elected, but it often happened that, the sons and daughters of wardens would become the next warden in their place, mostly, more than anything else, for recognizable names and, understanding the game and being handed over sort of like the knowledge and the ability to be able to step up and be the warden. So it was unusual that Warden Lefson came in as a non-recognized name, and did so, now that you're thinking about it, Heath, under the campaign of Bounty for All, of plentiful resources for all of Grenwald, and Velden in particular, re-establishing the greatness that was Velton, that had been Velton before.
Make Velton great again.
Yeah, I was literally saying that.
Thanks.
We're
I
gonna
hate
nuke
it.
this motherfucker.
Connecting to the Gloam in ways that previous administrators had not been willing to. Warden Lesson was well known for traveling to and having positive connections with the folks in the Gloam, and often making trips there, and sort of initially, now that you're thinking about it, establishing a lot of his initial campaign on uniting the disparate elements of the Grenwald, and that including the Gloam, and being someone who was known for having good relations with the Gloam. Particularly in his youth. That was also your youthiness. What was the specific question? Sorry, I feel like I'm waxing.
Who's the previous warden?
Oh, the previous warden. The previous warden was not a Lefson. It was Herodella. I'm trying to remember her last name. Give me a second.
The way I'm imagining this is me overhearing a conversation between my parents about the previous warden and talking because they would know. But
Yeah,
it's like
which makes perfect sense. In the bearing of your backstory, Heath, your parents would have talked about being feeling positively towards a warden who had better, what's the word? Connections with the Gloam, so that the tensions between them could be ebbed. And that the things that concerned your father, most of all, would be less strained.
And what was the name of the previous warden? If you have it.
Yes, sorry, I just said it, and
Iridella?
Aridella, sorry. And I was trying to look up her
Find the
last name. Yeah. Ashwind. Aridella Ashwind. W-Y-N-D. A-S-H-Y-N-D.
Cool last name.
Well, the previous warden was before I was born. Aridella Ashman. Why do I remember that name?
Now that we're having this conversation, being around 50 years old, I would have been alive when this person was in power. Do I remember? Would I have heard my father talking about anything?
Say again?
I wouldn't have left the Gloam. No.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
sorry, I was just saying, did she leave the Gloam?
Did Aridella or did she?
I was just joking.
Yeah,
that
no,
she's
she
a homeschool
didn't.
child.
No.
Yeah, homeschool child. Hey, listen, as a homeschool child myself, vibes. Maybe a history check.
This dice was so good for so long.
You have information.
No, I don't.
Sucks to be you.
10.
I think as a child, or even as a youth, that given your split nature, growing up in the Gloam, that Aoife was most concerned with taking on the culture of the Gloam
Yeah.
and understanding and assimilating into that. And it was only in her later years that she started to get interested in
Yeah.
cultures beyond that. And even when she did, your father's not from Velton. He's
No.
not even from the Grenwold.
And he would have already been there for a while, even before she was born.
Mhm.
So, like, he would have been probably by that point pretty disconnected from even what he might have known
Yeah,
when he still lived in the
100%.
Grenwald.
You're
Yeah.
like, considering the history check, like your father would definitely like have had concerns and would have had opinions
Yeah.
about the reigning power in Velton, but I don't think that they're ones that Aoife picked up on at that age.
Makes sense.
Well, previous warden, I mean, I know her name, but I don't really know her because she was before I was born.
Yeah.
So, I don't know who would have sealed that door, but it certainly seemed like it'd been a while.
Long shot. Did she abdicate? Did she die in office? Was she run out of town?
Technically, the warden is an elected position. The problem is people keep electing warden or board in the arse. So, I, for one, don't vote for him. But, you know, never
Every
seems-
5 years since he was 20 years old, Warden Arbolin has been re-elected.
He's been re-elected, every 5 years? At least 6 times, I think. That would span my lifetime. So,
Where are we in relation to an election cycle?
dear.
Asking the right questions.
Have y'all seen iRobot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good movie, right?
It's a
I
fantastic
like it.
Paul-
It's not
Paul Bettany
pretty.
as a
It's not a
robot.
fantastic movie, but it's a good movie.
Or is
But-
it Alan Tudyk as a robot? He's
Yes, it's Alan Tudyk.
Tudyk.
Is it Alan Tudyk?
Yeah.
Alan
That
Tudyk is
man.
a ton
He
of
plays
voices.
a lot of
Is
robots.
just rocking the fucking voice acting world.
He's
I love him so
His
much.
best
He's
role,
also-
the chicken in Moana.
Listen, I appreciate you, but I can't have you disrespecting Walsh like that. Okay?
That's fair.
Also, Watt in A Knight's Tale.
Oh,
Knight's Tale is
100%.
great.
Knight's Tale is fun.
so good.
Election cycle.
You are in an election year.
Nice.
Praise be the bounty.
For some of us more than others, seems he's had a change in policy.
He's campaigning.
He ran out of natural bounty and is.
Well,
Releasing his own.
Sorry, I brought up
Campaign of
iRobot
Bounty.
because when the detective is interrogating
yeah, I got you.
like the
That.
holograph of the dead man,
Is the
and he's
right
asking questions, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I have limited memory. You must ask the proper question." And then he asks something, and he's like, "That, detective, is the right question." I think that all the time when you guys say certain shit, but I'm like, can't say that shit. You
I
can't
guess
say.
it is an election year. Not sure.
Do you think this is why is it Guinevere the lady from?
Lady Guinevere.
Is that why she wants all this information on them?
Who's
is
the-
she planning to run against
Who,
him?
who do I normally vote for?
Yeah,
Like,
who is
who's-
I don't think he votes.
Fuck you!
I
MV is very invested in civics and told him to fucking vote.
Envy's a poll worker.
That is true. Aunt V.
Exactly.
And you're right. Listen, whether Aunt V told him to vote and whether he would vote are two extremely different questions.
He would be educated enough to vote.
Okay.
Whether or not, he would
We're
do
not
it.
talking about education, we're
scoffing.
talking about motivation.
Yeah. It's whether
Lots of uneducated people vote all the time.
Fact.
But
Do you think Heath has been interested enough in politics to vote in the past?
yeah, because he hates Warden Arbor.
He does. So he would just vote for whoever isn't Warden Arbor.
Basically.
Which
Yes.
Great.
Did he
Who's
hate
running-
Warren or Warren 5 years ago?
Who would
Yes.
be running against
Yeah,
him?
who is currently running against the warden?
Fuck if I'm DM, I need help here.
There have been a series of different no-name folks and named folks. Like the House of Ashwind has run against him again and again.
Butcher.
The Butcher has surprisingly not run against him, but he sort of is an anomaly in that more established houses have run against him and he continues to win. And that has been because he's sort of the people's warden. Heath notwithstanding, most people approve of him, think that he is very, pro-people, pro-Grenwald, pro-Velton, very supportive of the people. One of the only reasons you've seen him and know him is he used to walk amongst the streets of the lower levels when you were an orphan, and you saw. Now it seemed like Heath took that more as like, fuck this uppity rich guy, but he walked around like talking to some of the lower level folks of Velton, and that was looked upon positively by most of the citizens.
So who votes for the warden? Is it just people in Belton, or is it?
It's across Grenwald. He is the warden of all of Grenwald, which technically includes the Gloam,
I was about to say, Aoife would know. Are they given a say in the
but
voting?
politically does not include the Gloam.
Great.
So taxation without representation.
100%.
They're the Puerto Rico.
I mean, there is no taxation. Yes, it's more like Puerto Rico. There is no taxation. They're not taking anything from the Gloam. But it's sort of like because they have set themselves up as a separate entity that does not have accountability to the government of the rest of Grenwald, they are also not given representation in the voting or bringing in of a politician of Grenwald. There is an unofficial understanding that though they are all understood to be under Grenwald, that the Gloam is a separate entity, and that is sort of how both the inhabitants of the Gloam and of the rest of Grenwald have liked it.
Look, everybody tries to run against him, but they all lose because people think he's such a great guy. But as I've always known,
and
I love
we have
Keith so
just
much.
learned he's an arsehole. So it's just a matter of, I suppose, showing everybody else, or he fucking kicks the bucket. One of the two.
Well, that one seems.
Isn't this kind
Not
of
like
democracy
right
in Riverlands kind of in settings?
The Riverlands is ruled more
Like a
by
royal family?
nobility,
Okay.
officially and unofficially by whoever holds the greatest power and sway.
So I have
Which
no
is
idea about what they're
why.
talking about.
Pretty-
Yeah, you're like, the fuck?
How much jerky did we find? Okay.
Well,
So what's the, sorry, I'll keep this on topic for the time for a
That
second.
was surprisingly still good.
yeah.
Only description we have.
Okay. So what's the plan again? Same old?
Well, we need to get a rest, I suppose, right? And we
Yeah.
also need to figure out the the pearls.
I suppose I'm asking if we're doing anything more with this knowledge.
I'm so here for this spell.
I don't know if we
I
really
think maybe-
have all the pieces, do we?
Yeah, I think maybe Lady Guinevere would be
Okay, so
more.
ask her about that when we get back.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sending you a message.
do a rest.
Austin.
As we
Oh, I'm
travel,
gonna send it on.
But we need to know how much jerky we got. I need to know how much jerky we got.
I got extra jerky.
A handful,
If you need
a
it.
box full.
A handful. It's
Okay,
not a
handful.
box full.
Did I see her take the boots?
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
not
she
She
joking.
says yes.
How can you just
Man,
be
I-
patient and let me identify them?
Sorry!
That's
For
what
role-playing
we like
purposes!
I love
Priya,
the
can I
guy.
steal the jerky? Slipping into you. Take the jerky, and then I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna give it to my snake. Let him eat some for himself, and then tell him to take the rest. You can understand what I'm saying. Nobody else can. Feel free to share if you want. I'm sending him away to find the snake pit and convince them all to join the rat pollution, and we'll see how that goes.
You want us to align with our own prey.
Some of them. There were others that will be for eating.
Oh yeah, fatter ones, in fact.
You'll get to eat the rats.
Some of them.
Which ones?
I'll make clear about all of that after the mission. That's the goal. And in the
I'm not
meantime,
asking for me. I'll do whatever you want. But for the others that I'm supposed to.
we'll have to do some sort of identifying on them. They'll need to mark themselves or something.
Currently, the ones in the sewers are friendly. The ones in that building up there are the enemy. So anyone currently up in the building is fair game. When we bring our people, we'll let you know.
Generally, sewer rats are less scrumptious, but also easier to find and consume.
This is true. But the ones in the heap,
Easier for us.
we are going to make a distraction
Okay.
and then give an opening. These rats that are up on the hill have been eating human cheese and living off the fruits of human
They
food
will be very
with no predators. No predators.
large
Yes.
and scrumptious.
And lazy.
Exactly. Their guard is down. They're not even looking for snakes. They may have forgotten what snakes are.
You're going to give us some sort of.
Just make sure you ask if their name is Reginald.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And additionally,
Are you? Make me a persuasion or deception roll, I guess.
okay,
Again, this isn't
is
for
that
the
something I
snake
can do?
himself,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for who he's trying to go.
Yeah,
and
is that something I
convince.
could do? Am I lying or am I telling the
I don't
truth?
know. Are you lying or are you
I guess
telling
I'm
the
lying.
truth?
Oh, that is a bet.
You're the one answering the question.
Take
What
your-
do you
take
mean?
your
Am I
sword back.
lying or am I telling the truth? I know. He just threw that sword right at
Even
you.
worse.
This is rude.
So cute. I'm loving your snake, by the way. It's cute very much.
Okay, thank you.
And I can tell you're intentionally trying to find words with S.
I am.
Which,
Did you ever watch?
well, because you were going
I
for
rolled
scrumptious,
myself,
and I was like, scrumptious would be perfect. And then you went for it, and I was like, yes.
Did you ever watch Ricky Tikki Tavi?
No.
No,
What are you
Allison.
trying to do? Roll
Yes.
same
my
thing
girl.
each time.
It's
I'm glad I
a
rolled a
story
different
about
one.
a mongoose who's adopted into a human family
It's
who
not
then
much better,
fights
though.
the snakes in the garden.
Oh boy.
But
Okay.
like the snakes are Nog and Nagaina, and they imprinted themselves into my soul.
Interesting.
They are very scary.
They were very
They were very scary.
Also, oh wait, Nagini is the Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Same root word.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, is it?
it's,
Is that
it's,
why?
snake in Sanskrit. It's Nog.
Amazing.
Naga.
13.
Yeah, Nagas. That's where it's
Is
come
Best I can get.
it a persuasion or a deception?
I rolled deception because I don't know, so I feel like gotta err on the side of
Okay.
deception.
Yeah. Well, what's his
His insight, they're
what's
based.
his wisdom?
Oh, his wisdom. I don't know. Let me look.
It matters.
I don't know where he is. It's so hard to find. Oh boy.
We're trying.
Okay, that'll be your symbol.
Yeah.
A simplified version for a lot of things, and that more carved version for things like doors and emblems and
He's
things
got a
like
plus
that.
2.
Okay, he beats you.
Okay. Well, we kind of are. It's hard to. Here's what I'm
Sorry, I forgot your
promising.
name.
Obviously, I believe you. But you're sending me to, win over a bunch of other snakes.
Yes.
And they're a little bit less trusting than I am.
Fair. 2 points. 1, regardless of how any of this goes, I'm gonna get you all a lot of meat. Human meat.
What?
That you can eat. Yeah, big old. No, he would understand exactly what I mean. She just said human cheese.
No.
It's human meat.
If you ask me.
Human food. Roll your insight. Plus 2.
We're just having. He's having an intense conversation.
So not Marathon means.
No, no.
Do we know?
Like,
We're all
the-
just hearing.
Big, delicious meat. Big, delicious meat, and
We're trying to get the snakes on our
also,
side and
if the
just
other
around.
snakes are feeling a little less cooperative,
Why
you're gonna
not?
be twice their size.
This is very hard.
Yeah. So,
eat the rest of the
show up as a badass leader and convince them to join.
Snakes.
I trust you. Do whatever you got to do, my friend.
The sewer rats are gonna come in riding on the snakes as little thumbtacks.
That's what I want. This is my dream.
Is it gonna be like fucking Dune?
No,
I'm so concerned about this
rats
fucking
on
snake.
snakes being lifted by the rooks.
Wait, what is this snake's name?
Air trapped through the
Sadius?
windows.
Sadius,
Sadius,
yeah.
Okay. I'll go do that, I guess.
You got the Sadius. If you want to eat all the jerky, you can. I was giving it to you to like start off with good.
Die, mourn me.
If you die, I'll resurrect you, buddy. You're good.
You will.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's not a lie. That's the truth.
This is why I still hang out with you.
I know. You and I, we're very business. I turned to you in English for a second. Business arrangement. Much more than friends with this one.
Whatever it takes.
It's just their nature more, but
Practical.
we're getting there. We're breaking through some cold-bloodedness.
Some cultural differences.
Why are we trying to make the snakes and rats friendly?
Fish also.
They're
I'm not trying to make them friends. I'm trying to give us every advantage possible.
Sadius slurs off.
Farewell, my friend. Guidance for however long it
Make me
lasts.
3 persuasion checks with his charisma bonus.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. I feel like blacked out.
Yeah,
Yes, y'all are. Yeah, go ahead. Chase.
The one thing I want to make sure we do before we get to
doesn't
Lady
last long.
Guinevere is if Kazun could
10 minutes.
confirm there's not a ward or anything on the
Up to 1 minute.
scroll
Yeah.
case,
Yeah,
and
there's
then if we
not.
can examine
good.
that.
Yeah, there's not.
What's
So
it?
we'll read through those real quick.
It is sealed with a wax seal of Koros.
Does it happen to look like beeswax?
no
No reason.
Why?
Beeswax is a very useful substance.
Mind your beeswax?
Sure.
That all,
I'm
I mean,
concerned.
yeah,
He's gonna
that,
see
I mean,
Eva's hand.
to Aaron's point,
Oh,
To
okay.
Aaron's point, it does also kind of line
Oh,
up
shit,
with
that
the
changed
cleric
everything.
Koros,
Oh,
like
yeah,
mind your own
that's cool.
business, like
Yeah.
stay out of this.
Didn't intend for that, but
I
sure.
took me a minute to get on your wavelength.
I'm not
Hell
on the
yes.
If we're pulling a tidal wave, song of the
Beeswax.
situation.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you both! Fuck you both!
Very
I thought it was a
good. Very
component for
good.
something, but
Enough for
It is a
2
component.
sets.
yeah.
Nice.
No, enough for 1 set.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone
that's
said-
fair.
Okay, that's
He
fine.
said
That's
that.
fine. We can
One
ask ladies
person
what
can
if
be
for beeswax candle.
Right.
Yo,
Okay,
Kino
I
knows
don't-
about Ricky Tikki Tavi. My guy, though. Ricky Tikki Tavi for real.
I just realized I could
That shit was so real that I have like a first memory of
That changes things a little
Ricky
bit.
Tikki Tavi was among
I rolled okay.
He
I
like
rolled-
rolled under the
I rolled
kid's
good with
neck
this
and
bonus.
like
I rolled
snuggled in with him there and
a little above average.
Kira has done that with
Nah.
me and I was like,
Oh.
this is like Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Aww.
I love Ricky.
Also,
It's
who
a-
doesn't
it's a
want a pet
great-
who will fight a snake for you? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all get it.
That's
I want a
why
snake
adopted
that'll
our
fight
cat.
snakes.
She murdered a snake in her driveway.
Yes!
She was
Go
a-
that cat!
She was a stray and just killed a snake in her
Man,
driveway. We're like,
Stray cats,
Move on
specifically
in.
stray female
Come on, come
cats,
in!
they will kill shit.
oh yeah, she
They're
leaves
so
dead mice on her
metal.
doorstep
Yeah.
all the time, and she goes outside.
Yes! Yes!
We had an outside farm
No,
cat
okay,
one time, and I watched
so my
her,
guy,
she was
Finn,
watching
you
a
need to
bird,
understand
and she just
that in
ran
our
into
childhoods,
the
and
air.
I gestured towards Allison because I feel like we have more of a common childhood than probably other people do. Like, shit was scary.
Yeah.
And we liked it that way. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen
As
The
children?
Secrets of Nim?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, nobody was regulating nothing.
Shit!
No, it was just wild shit out there.
And we
Wild.
loved that
This
shit.
was
So what you need to do is come over for an 80s, 90s
Ooh, yeah.
child
Oh, boy.
movies.
No, oh.
And
Okay.
we will bring you into our childhood.
Basically, a
Do
horror
Do they need
ride.
to be in?
Yes.
Do they need to be in order, or do you just want the raw numbers?
In order.
I'm just gonna
I
decide
used to
the
watch that over
And also, I wanted to give
Okay.
it like a.
Secrets of Nim?
Yeah.
It was so good, right? Oh my gosh.
I wanted to give that snake like a little treat.
A
Okay.
little treat?
Whenever you're ready,
Just
DM.
fighting.
Alright,
What
do
treat
you
you give 'em?
show me,
Eh.
do they know?
Regular.
Yeah, I was
The
like,
seal?
These are regular.
I wouldn't be able to identify the seal, so I was just gonna open it.
Way more.
What?
So
I don't know if she saw it.
Ideally-
Yeah, do I see?
Yeah,
The
ideally, he's
symbol,
gonna show
the
up.
same symbol on like
King
her
Cobra on
shield
these
and
bitches,
her
Oh, okay.
and her like.
If I've seen it, then yeah, I'll show her.
Okay. Okay. Do you give it over to her?
I'll just show her and let her decide whether or not we open it.
After
So what?
finding the skeleton with that.
Must be a religion check.
Oh,
It's kind of revenge. I just tried to give him a dream.
scrolls.
Yeah, they're opening.
And I want to hear that sound from Snake.
Hey, doesn't that give him advantage on persuasion
Six.
checks?
No, insight.
Insight. That's
And
what it
something
was.
else, performance.
Performance.
Yeah, and
Okay, yeah.
performance.
And the voice.
Are you feeding my snake?
Extremely, you totally did, 100%.
Sadius,
16.
why would you trust him?
He's your friend.
You just hear me.
You are traveling around with him.
Yeah, but you check this shit with me. It's alright, it's
We
just
haven't established that.
alright. Established now, and you're gonna feel the consequences of it later.
I feel weird.
Yeah, I know. But you got this. Go, my that turned back to English, my drugged up snake.
it's just fucking high.
Hermit!
It's fine.
What the fuck, dude?
He bit me.
You punched him.
I mean, what should I do? It's just a water, snake in the water. It's following me.
What did you give him?
You saw him beforehand. It's just they must have like blindness.
Insight check, you.
Do all snakes look the same to you, man?
Shit, I don't have one.
You snake racist.
You snake racist.
Snake.
You
Mine
racist.
is bad.
That's better than snakes.
Wait,
Sorry,
insight?
what was sneezes? What was
Religion.
your religion? Okay.
I mean,
Mine is 0.
You
plus 3
see
for
this
me,
emblem.
so it would be a
It
6.
is.
Meets it,
So-
meets it.
But I mean,
It is your
also-
Somewhere
emblem.
under
It's
there
okay.
is fucking D20.
But it is
My blue.
older.
Do you need to make a save?
than yours.
I
It is
rolled
a
insight
eight.
against.
No, I'm talking about
No,
the snake.
It is a
But you don't make a
No,
save.
it's
Drink
sort
it?
of a
It's just
It's like drinking
Yeah,
a potion.
go.
It's the
Okay.
thing that happens.
He doesn't
Something
get
that happens.
addicted to it till
Previous
after
version?
drinking it for a while.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So that guy gave it to you. He could really just have a good day.
So you recognize
A
it,
weird day, but a good day.
but not
Which guy?
the one you
When-
I
killed.
gave it
Does
to a
that make
random
sense?
stranger
ran-
walking down the street.
Yeah, I offered it as like a gift.
Sure. Yeah, it's
Okay,
weird.
so this is
So,
this
like,
is
Oh, nice. Yeah, so
So basically,
Of
one
course,
time not
there
going to
is
kill you. If you're
everyone
using it a
is
lot,
not
you might, you know.
start
Well,
to.
in this
yeah.
case, you can get addicted to it. I don't know if you can.
I mean, maybe the papers in here
Not
will give us like
convincing.
insight
Yeah.
on
It
who
doesn't
this
have
person
any
was.
I mean, like,
You wanna check it out?
anything that
I will open it.
Yeah.
dopamine
Oh,
reaction.
what's
Sure,
16?
you can.
Yeah.
You would recognize
Yeah.
this like.
I deal with people struggling
Sorry, I got
with weed
distracted.
addiction,
Yes.
but
But
not
snakes.
for reasons.
But
I'll come back. I'll
As
come back
Not
to my snake
physical
nonsense.
withdrawal, but that
The type
anxiety is
Yes.
that was
for real.
yeah,
used
yeah.
to
Any
Feeling the feelings
transport
without
secrets
any cover
to
is
the Great
hard.
Temple.
Yeah.
So you know that this was
That's
meant to make its
anything
way
that
to the
modifies your.
archives.
Somewhere in here. Can't.
In character, I will say these are not our secrets to know.
All right, we're good.
Okay, I had her the scroll case.
That is a big friendship moment right there.
Well, we don't want to piss Koros off.
Oh, so you rolled deception? Is that what you
I mean,
No,
I saw how mad she got like
I'm
when
doesn't
he took
When
the
one
paper.
was
Yeah.
one was taken from
the
just
deception
the
is
one
minus
thing.
1.
Oh, sweet.
So
Okay, so
65.
I rolled.
So this would be something
Yeah.
if you want to return it to the Great Archive
Right.
to hold on to
Yes.
and turn in when you have the chance.
Yes.
Maybe during the rest you make a little prayer and ask Koros.
I will ask Koros for guidance in
Yeah.
this, but as of now, these are not our secrets.
Yeah.
Do you have inspiration? I'm going to give you
The
inspiration.
skulls in the tube were meant for the great archive of secrets of Koros.
Ooh.
And so Kazun decided that we wouldn't open them, and he gave them the free.
Oh, what a
Rhea decided
Well,
that's
Rhea
and
decided
Kazun
they would not-
I wouldn't.
allowed.
Have, if she wasn't here, I wouldn't have given a fuck.
So you
Hey,
guys talking
that's
about
good friend though, right
screws?
there.
Yeah.
The scroll that was
So-
sealed for Koros.
Sealed.
Okay, so is there any other ones? Which
Just
are,
the
like
ones.
less important? Okay.
We
so
don't
I was
know.
trying to make it seem with my
Right, because we don't
Stupid
know
spell.
that they
Oh,
are
yeah, with the
spells.
spell.
They are secrets that were sealed. They're not necessarily spells.
What is there really helpful to everything we were talking about? I fucking hate secrets.
To resolve what I did, I rolled a
I love this
3
word
plus
so
3 on insight on him basically saying what did he give the snake, which was Dreamleaf. He rolled a
5.
5.
Oh, yeah.
6 minus
So-
1.
So you fully pick up that he pulled a wineskin of Dreamleaf while y'all were in there with Tom.
Did you not see the
I'm
state?
still pissed off.
Did
I
you
mean-
not see the state of Tom? Look, if you can get addicted to that stuff, and if you're
I
drinking it,
just gave it to Snake. I'm not taking it.
you've got a full fucking skin. I saw you.
Mom,
doing
I
it.
just give it to my friends. I don't use it myself.
I mean,
It's not my weed.
I'm holding it for my snake.
He's ready to enjoy.
Just
Uh,
no. It's on you if you get fucking addicted to it and start feeling withdrawal symptoms,
You've
right?
taken it twice in one day, yeah?
Yes, I did.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh god. He's already addicted.
He only has he only has what?
Down all over again.
8 ounces left.
Every DnD group needs a player like this. I'm convinced.
They do! He makes the game better! I love Finn so
Pull
much.
pull the string, push the button guy.
Yeah.
We brag on you outside the game. I don't know if you know, but we're just like, man, I love Finn so much. He's just such a great
Have you
character.
ever played a barbarian?
Barbarian? No, not yet.
You should try it sometime.
It's so
yeah,
fun.
actually, yeah.
So fun.
I'm playing
That's
a
the one.
barbarian in my third.
Super great, and it's
Nice.
perfect
It's
for
so
people who want to do
fun,
exactly what he
right?
wants to do.
I just want to run up and whack things. Sorry.
Have we gotten to the Violet Garden?
Yes,
Oh.
so you have gotten to the
I got my
road.
rolls.
Yeah, go ahead.
First roll was a 8.
Okay.
Yeah, not start off great. Second roll is a 21.
Okay.
Third
That's a
roll,
very good roll.
19.
Okay.
What are you doing?
This is
Persuasion.
snake persuasion.
yeah.
What is your snake's
For
AC?
snake
17 AC.
Okay. And
His
what is its
HP is 25.
These rolls are coming out on your side, man. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. We will come back to that.
Okay.
Real quick, is that milk or just a different alcoholic drink that looks exactly like milk?
It's milk.
It could be either one.
Yeah.
He made me an alcoholic drink the other day that looked exactly like milk.
I mean, there's
Well,
probably
we
like
have
a
the
White
Clark
Russian or
family.
whatever, but
Yes.
that's like...
Well, we of the Clark family like to drink milk. I went to Ireland and in a tavern ordered milk.
Well, Irish
For-
milk is.
Okay, I didn't order Irish milk, but it was at a meal. I didn't like go up to the bar and order milk, right? Like we were having a meal, and it was a very like rich, hearty meal, and I wanted milk, and I got made so much fun of. It was.
People
very
always
sad.
make fun of me for that too. Like I'll just drink a glass of milk with dinner. Like
Why
on a
is
regular
milk not a
basis.
valid
And
drink?
people
The
are- yeah.
fuck?
I'm drinking milk.
What?
Yeah,
Alvin, why is milk not a valid drink?
No,
Well,
that's
My
so...
concern is that y'all are lactose intolerant.
ridiculously
Oh, I drink lactate milk.
Yeah,
Like,
same, bro. High five. Yes.
Go for it, man.
Yes.
Drink what you want.
Live your life.
I think I was in school at the
I
time when the
died
Got
by
Milk
drinking
campaign was
That's
around,
some-
but also like
Some Dairy Farmers of America propaganda shit.
probably
That-
I think that it's found to not really do much or anything like that. But
What?
you know, milk. I can't remember. I don't know
just
that
like
if
it.
there's
It's
any
good.
data.
It just tastes good.
It's
It's-
good milk. It's good drink.
It's good.
It's good drink,
It's
Brett.
good drink.
It's good
I go to a bar with no shame after this. I know what you do, man.
It's a good drink.
Oh, that's so good.
Make me in charge of the advertising. I'll get it up to the next
Honestly, that campaign would work on people
Skim.
our age.
Wait, skim 1%, 2%?
Whole.
level. Hole.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yes! High fives to my friend!
Oh, dude, everybody just in unison. Whole.
1%, 2% whole.
Plus, it's better to cook with. If you
Yes!
Sure.
100%.
My family was skim milk, and then my cousin was
That's just
like,
white
"That's
water.
like water."
Yes!
Truly.
Yes!
Look,
I
What
feel
does
the
Tom
Ron
say? He's like,
Swanson.
except skim milk,
My
which
cousin
is
had
water.
already
That's
got
lying about being milk.
Do you cut your soup with extra water? Why would you cut your milk?
Look, I was the
Just
one
drink
buying the
milk.
fucking skim milk here.
I grew up on 2%, and now
You do
when
get
My family was
And
buying
then you
that.
learned. You grew.
I can't drink it anymore
You guys
because it's
used
just
to
like
talk
this
about
is.
I am horrified.
What do you drink?
What,
Do you drink milk?
Yes.
What type of milk?
What type of... I've never asked that question to myself.
Like what?
What color is the lid? What color is the lid?
Yeah.
Or the
What
bottom.
color is
Wow.
the milk?
Are
You
we
buy?
certain that
Not the
turkey-
milk, the lid.
Red, I...
Red. Whole milk.
Red.
Red is good.
I'm a
Red is
whole
good.
drinker then.
Let's go.
The rest of us.
But
Some people drink half. Like some people drink 2%.
Basically, it's like
watery?
reducing
It's like
the
water.
fat.
I hate that. I hate those people as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
you're
kid.
judging us for having
Doing.
I'm beside
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on my side, my guy. We just had to bring you in.
Look, milk opinions. Yeah, that was a little scary for me. Just gotta say, like, just if
I was coming for an up high to not slap you in the face, and he came with the curve. Which on the side where it wouldn't have actually you in the face.
No, there was a brief second where I'm like, I'm about to get hit in the face over milk.
Oh, we broke the deal.
I'm about to take a milk injury.
Look,
I can't.
again, I was the one buying the skim milk until my cousin pointed out it was water. Then I was like, okay, 2%, but I don't drink milk anymore. Like, I only get milk for cooking purposes.
Then get whole.
Yeah, you still should get
So
whole.
why don't we make it like
I'm getting 2%.
one session? Like
Yeah.
It's a nice
one
balance.
session around milk.
Around
We can
milk?
just
I'm
do
so here for
parties
that.
and whole milkers and half milkers and stuff like
It's
that.
all of us against
Yeah.
Aaron.
I have no opinions in it. I'm not trying to fight this.
You do have an opinion. You literally
Go for
just said 2%
No,
is
I
more
don't have an
balanced.
opinion. I just said I have drank 2%.
I said 2% is more balanced.
I did not say that at all.
Next
You like
presentation
2%
night.
milk?
Why whole
Don't
milk
vote.
is the best and is wrong for not liking it.
That's not even me. That's the fucking character that we've argued correctly that I voted. I have voted as Aaron.
Oh my god.
Stop attacking me. I'm not trying to fight.
So I'm still
Everyone always like assumes things.
I'm just here.
Aaron, if I
The
assume
claws
things,
are out, Aaron.
if I assume things, I would assume you voted as a history teacher.
Yeah.
And a good man.
Thank you.
100%.
Oh my god, I'm dying. I
But also,
can't.
everyone's like, you assume, like, whoa, I'm not trying to do anything here.
No, the problem is you come out with such strong vibes that people bring strong vibes back.
I have strong opinions, just not about milk. I have strong opinions about things like
Someone put
names for
that quote down.
babies.
Names for babies?
If we have another presentation, I will get to it.
Oh my gosh, we need to have that
Yeah.
because you still have a presentation you need to give, and you still have a
Yeah,
presentation
disco,
you need to
Yeah,
give.
yeah.
I'm very excited.
But yeah, we can talk about my strong opinions about fake names for people.
Okay.
But-
We have only so much time.
But
Yeah.
no,
We have only so much time, and we were just
Very
now
joy in my
getting to
life.
where I thought the session was starting.
Sure.
So,
Like you're not getting out of the sewer tonight.
Oh, you better
so you guys get out of the sewers.
Sneakily.
Sneakily. Does anyone have any like conversational things they need to address on the way?
I think
No.
we're good.
Okay.
I think we're
You
good.
get to the Violet Garden.
I like how she gave us another opportunity.
Listen, I saw people's faces. I'm not trying to hold us back, but I saw people's faces and I want to give people an opportunity to roleplay if they wanted to. How do you approach the Violet Garden?
Are we sure we want to go in? What if they, like, fucking kick us out? Are the bouncers still there?
Oh, bouncers are definitely still there.
Oh.
Can we get around to
Bought
the
the
back?
pearls.
That's exactly.
Yes.
We need to go straight
need to go
to
to the
Lady
back.
Guinevere and or Daisy if we can. So,
Y'all know where the back room is.
Yeah.
I
We're doing
think
that.
you and I should probably.
Lead the way.
She's gonna be most sympathetic to you, and
So yeah, we go around to the back. And see
Okay.
it.
You go
I'm
around to
just
the back.
me, man.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
just
me.
Aoife
I can't
now,
turn into anything.
right?
hey,
Yeah.
that's.
Did you say that she was like also a follower of Koros?
Yes.
That's okay.
Y'all are all rolling up together.
You're great.
Yeah.
You have a cloak
The place
or
does not
something
love
that
me.
is.
Oh.
Yeah, we can hide. We can hide
Yeah.
the race.
Or
Oh,
you can
no.
minor image, right?
Oh yeah, you're you. Oh no. What a thing. What a thing to get to say.
That was 6 words, and they conveyed so much.
And they conveyed so much.
Oh no.
Let me look.
Cloak
Let
up.
me look at
Cloak
that.
up, head down.
Who's at the
Pull a little like veil or
Vorn?
something.
Vorn is at the back. So there's
Is that the
a.
one that we saw before?
He's not. It's a new person.
Okay.
So y'all just come straight to the back door, all the group together.
Yeah. Are you gonna cast anything on?
I'm
I'm
running
gonna
around.
be due to the spear.
Yeah, I'm running out of what I can do. All I can do is a silent image,
Does
so
anybody
it's
have
not going to be that
Does
quality.
anybody? This would
I
have
can-
happened before we got out of the sewer. I would assume.
Sure.
Knowing.
I can.
Does
I will
any-
shroud your face, but it's not. I mean,
Does
like
anybody have a cloak?
if we start running
I have
around,
clothes.
Oh, we could give a cloak. I mean,
With
Yeah.
a hood. Something with a hood.
Yeah, we'll just. I'll be quiet.
a cloak is not in the bag.
You check the bag for a
Check
cloak.
the.
Air five.
I
That's so
love,
good.
I love that you keep an inventory.
I love
I
that
have a
too.
list of
It's
what
great.
is not in the
It's
bag.
so awesome.
Love it.
Okay, so you give your cloak over
Yeah,
to
so-
Eva.
Takes off the cloak.
So
And
you
then
are
I'll
full-
probably now I'm on display.
You're full knife all.
And then
Someone
I'll
can use
cut
my
some more
cloak
fabric
Hold on.
and
Sure.
Hold on.
Right.
it's
Let's
better that they see
discuss-
me than you.
Probably not, though. After
Hey.
what just happened.
Someone can take my cloak, but it's like short.
Will you?
Well, we're not trying to hide
Can
my
I roll
legs.
for? Can
I mean, you
roll
can, like,
It would
wrap
be
it
more
around
like
your-
a half cape, you know what I mean?
Can I
Like,
roll
you can
for
wrap it around your
shawl
like.
as
Sure.
separately?
The intro will come
Shawl would be
back
a separate thing.
No,
in. The whole song.
we'll be all right.
That's a long
You thought
roll.
about the song, though.
I did not. In fact, did not
There's a
pick the song.
fucking
when I
shawl.
was
That's
right.
fair.
There's a shawl in the fucking bag of holding.
Finally, the nat 20.
I was literally
Wait,
looking
yeah,
at like,
sure,
I
sure.
feel like that's a nat 20. It looks like a nat 20 from here.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Shawl.
Shawls don't have a hood, though. Well,
Yeah, but you
just
can, like,
put
tie it
okay,
around.
Well,
I
there
was-
we go.
Am I not?
you're a babushka. I'm
What does-
sorry.
Yeah,
Can you
it's like
describe what the shawl
a
looks
shawl
like?
is like a big scarf.
Yeah.
Like it is like a
I am
big.
thinking of the right thing, like that a babushka
Yeah.
would wear.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when
really
you
big-
have a big,
really
shawl,
big scarf.
shawl, you can put it over like a hood
Okay.
and wrap it around you.
There we go. What does it look like? What am I?
Wait, are you just?
I don't know.
It is a knitted, weather-worn, extremely weather-worn shawl that has. It seems. Let me see.
Listen, if you would rather wear the cloak than this tattered thing, we could just switch.
I've just pulled it out of the bag of holding, out of thin fucking air.
But the last thing that you pulled out of the bag of holding from thin
Was
fucking
cursed.
air was cursed and gave you the worst exhaustion you've ever had.
Oh, great!
Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same
No,
place.
I'm
Not true.
tired.
Not if that bag is
I'll
cursed.
go ahead. It definitely does.
Has anyone identified this bag? Is this a cursed bag of
It's a
holding?
bag of holding.
No.
He's identified.
I haven't identified it.
Oh, you haven't?
We've,
Yeah,
You should identify
we
it.
detected
We're working
magic
on
on it.
Look,
And it's
problem is
like just the normal kind of magic you
Catch it.
expect from
This
a
is
magic.
Oh, okay. Well, that then he probably just put
I don't
some
know.
gift in there.
Well, is it
No,
magical?
it's
Yeah, I'll detect magic on the.
on the shawl.
Shawl's not magical.
And
It
Okay,
is-
all right.
fucking
Just-
It is good. You fucking fuck.
I mean, I
It
wasn't
is
saying not put it on because
well
it was cursed. I was saying
and
it's
stably
ugly.
embroidered, but very weathered.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
color?
this is old, man.
Mostly brown. Though you can see hints of other colors beneath the brown,
So it's
Ah.
dirty.
indicating that it's not so much dirty, like it's
Okay.
been soaked in mud. It's just
Faded.
faded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, we'll do the best that we can.
Okay. We go around.
Yeah,
And
we'll lead, and before we head up, can I have the letter?
oh yeah, the one from Drayton.
A
right.
missive from
And,
Can
Drayton.
we try to copy it?
Yeah, that's Delana will copy it into herself.
Very fair. Very
Excellent.
fair. Do that.
Nice.
Not scary at all.
I want to think.
Oh!
Really normal.
You sure look
Nice! I love that.
Nice.
Very Eva.
So you rock it. Killing the game.
May I?
Okay.
Killing the
Very
game.
useful, best thing I ever
Yes.
didn't buy.
We have business with the lady. We
She is expecting us.
yes.
Oh, she is.
She is.
Uh,
It's, what do we call ourselves?
Beauregard and
Beauregard.
Ophelia.
Yes.
and Ophelia.
Let her know that Beauregard and Ophelia have the missive that she was after.
Oh. All right. Wait here. Don't come in while I'm gone.
We promise.
It will turn out real badly if you do that.
Wouldn't dream of it.
All right. I'll be right back.
Would it?
What's the fucking symbol of that? I guess I can attempt it.
He doesn't.
Just in the background, he's like.
It's like.
The cartoon.
Would it have?
No!
Go Kagiro Jutsu.
Good.
I love my Naruto fan here. Amazing. Have you finished Naruto?
Yes.
So what Tito
Well,
does
I haven't
me.
done,
Okay.
I haven't done Boruto.
Okay, me
Oh,
neither.
that'd be
But
really nice.
I've actually finished Naruto, and I'm the only one in my family, or I thought any of my friends.
I think
So
I've
I have
watched-
friends who
I've
finished
watched
What do
Naruto.
you mean
And then
Naruto?
read
Naruto
the
Shippuden.
Naruto Shippuden,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
Naruto
yeah, whole
saga.
series,
Yeah.
Okay, we have to talk. Okay. I have no one to talk to about
Later,
this.
later.
Okay. He's like,
Does this help us get through faster?
oh, there's a coin in there.
I turn around and he's like, we have this.
You trying to bribe me?
He's not. He's just tired.
It's just a fucking simple. It is.
You're doing a great job. You should just go up and let her
Just
know.
fucking.
I'll be right back.
We won't
Look,
wait.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get another person. There's gonna be another person on the other side of this door. And if you try to come in,
Insight.
I'd like to
It's
insight
so
check.
sad.
I'd like to insight
Are we
check.
all just gonna insight check this guy?
Yeah, we are.
Just staring at him like is he?
As far enough, he's bullshitting me.
Natural 20!
Let's go.
we were waiting for one. That was our second.
Yeah.
That was our second.
Or a 28 total.
I rolled 19.
19. Okay.
Was he a
I
pusher?
got like a 7 or something. I don't know. Once
Okay.
you roll that 20, I stopped looking.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know for sure. Like it could be real or it could not be. He just seems very uncertain. Y'all can tell. You two can tell that there's not another person on the other side of this door. He's just very concerned about how the vibes y'all are all giving off.
Understandable.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." Yeah.
So follow you in.
No.
We were literally here like an hour ago.
We're messing with you, man. Just go.
Just go.
Just go.
You were in an hour ago.
No, it's been 11. Just go, man. Just go.
Yesterday, yeah.
Sure.
We're fucking with you.
He's
Okay, but on the real, do we go
absolutely
inside?
Hey.
Like, even just inside the
Hey.
door? We're-
Hey,
I think we might.
we're in a
Black
very
Bears.
tenuous situation here.
Let's just.
I think we might just go straight right in the door and wait there so that
We're not
prying
outside.
eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah.
we're going, hey. Hey.
That's not a bad
Hey,
idea, right?
We're
No
gonna,
prying eyes
we're
on
gonna
it.
walk through the door and just stay right at the door.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not remind people when last they saw us.
And he didn't recognize us anyway, so
That's
it's
okay.
fine.
Okay, so you
So
guys
good
come
luck.
into
Let's
the door.
not push your luck.
Yeah.
You guys come in. To
We just stand right
the
inside.
inside. Yeah, just stand on the inside of the door. Okay. You wait for a few minutes. And then the same guard comes sort of half jogging around the door and he sees you all and he's like,
It
I
was,
said to stay outside!
You said wait right inside the door and you would come back.
Make me a fucking deception
Guidance.
check!
Let's go.
it was hot outside.
That was so fucking good!
Here. +1.
Oh, thanks.
Motherfucker!
Dice reroll.
Oh, no, you could do that.
If you have dice that you bought for this game.
Well, I just forgot today.
Absolutely.
Is it limited to 1?
+2.
Yes.
Okay.
If you bought more
Okay,
sets of
that's
dice, you get one for every set of dice for this particular game.
+2, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so that's...
It's not like I'm not trying to like
16.
incentivize people to buy more dice, but like as someone who buys dice for games, there you go.
I know.
As someone who buys dice for games, I just want to
got 6
reward
sets of
people
dice.
for like extra. You were saying?
I got a 16, unless Priya saying it at the same time gave me advantage.
Sure, you both did say that at the same time. Go ahead and roll advantage.
Who has better deception?
Doesn't matter. It's him who made the lie.
Yeah.
+3.
Okay, +3 that time, so what does that end up being? 19.
19. Okay. He goes, oh,
Gas.
my bad. I didn't mean to say that, but
We just thought you were being considerate about, like, the cold.
Or
it's
hot,
not
whatever
cold.
we are.
The sun.
We're hot.
Was the sun setting?
It's foggy.
It's fucking. It's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
It's yeah. You roll for tomorrow. It's
Your guy tells
like
you it's going to be in
really
24 hours.
Also, it's like 2 p.m. Like
Yeah.
it is basically midday.
It's been a few
Oh, yeah.
hours
Oh,
between
okay.
you
Oh, my
going
bad.
back,
I thought it was like nighttime.
rescuing Kazoon,
Yeah.
searching
Exploring
through
the
the
area.
different rooms and
Another
stuff,
half
and
an
then
hour to
coming
get
back.
Yeah.
At the very least,
Oh, in that
half
case,
an
it's
hour.
hot outside.
It was a full sprint on his. So
Oh, true.
it's sort of like mid-afternoon, working towards evening.
Yeah.
But the lady of the house says she wants to see you, so
Fantastic.
come in, but you have to follow me.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
All right,
I got my eyes on Hair Man.
you're gonna follow me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He turns around.
I'm gonna,
Starts
I'm
walking
gonna
down
be
the
like
hall.
right. I'm gonna do. Does anybody else watch Formula One? This is not gonna. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
I was gonna
My
pull.
husband does.
I was gonna pull a Max Verstappen and be like right fucking.
right
here.
fucking beside,
Yeah.
behind him. He actually appreciates that, quite honestly. Okay, so
You're just
he
drafting him so that
Yeah.
right when he gets in the
Well,
door,
leads
he
you
gets
guys
right, it's
back
literally right next to him, so it's like
to the
I'm
cellar
almost
area that
in
most
front.
of you are familiar with, but not all of you. Where he, where you met outside the temple area, where you met Lady Gwen before, and he sort of stands stalwart next to the hallway back to the back door. And after a few minutes, first enters Amelia, and then Lady Gwen sweeps in behind her in a new outfit.
Excellent.
But the same sweeping hairstyle. You guys weren't here before her. She is a regal-looking woman, sort of buttoned up, finery sort of garb. She has 2 tiefling horns sweeping back into her gray hair that are made in a very that's put in a very elegant style, and she sort of glides up to all of you.
Have we ever seen those kind of horns before?
Maybe history check.
I just remembered that there's a finger holding.
It's
There's a
Dutch
finger?
horn.
I believe it was a finger from one of the guys who attempted to love us.
Ah, you took off someone's finger and put it in the bag of holding. We
That's
love
proof.
that for you.
Great.
Possibly.
Lovely.
I don't know. I just said finger and forgot.
Well, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Yeah, we had to get our dwarf.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Kazoon of Clan Fireforge. Well met. I was told that you were in a difficult spot. Are you all well?
I am.
I'm sorry, insight
Wasn't
check.
that bad.
Is she talking about what we just got him out of?
Well, we inside check.
Like more fucking hot, bro.
I'm gonna try!
She had a nat 20 last time.
Nat fucking 20!
What did you?
I love how we get low rolls all night and then just 3 in a row.
Right at the end! Right at the
Just to
end!
sucker punch you.
What are you looking for?
I want to know if she did in fact, like if she's referring specifically to what we just got him out of.
And how
And
it's
if-
found.
Yeah, because we did perception checks. We looked for people. There was no one there.
You get the indication with a nat 20 that there is a double meaning to what she's saying.
Yeah, she's cold reading.
That she is leaving open an indication for possible past events and also possible current events.
That's so fucking
It's so like a stage mentalist when they like
Yeah.
prompt someone to give more information.
information.
So good.
I step.
Also, y'all did run.
You step back!
Also,
Speaking of-
Harme did run into her place of business, and Kazu's in danger, and
True.
y'all bolted out.
True.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
Speaking of her, as Hermes steps back, her
Well, I
eyes.
can't roll with. I can't roll.
You want to roll stealth? You want to
Yes.
roll stealth?
Because I just don't want to take it. 24.
Good. Her eyes slide to you as you step back,
That is his custom.
and she turns to Priya and Noor, and she says, "I see the value of my advice was not heeded. So be it. I am now out 2 good diamond earrings for the revivification of my customers and the mending of my floors. More difficult will be the reparation of our hitherto flawless reputation. But I am given to understand," and her eyes slice over to Brian, "that you did not expect, much less intend, the result of your little mishap. So, assuming that it is what you are here for, I will honor our agreement, amended to 1 pearl for the missive, and transportation out of the city, given receipt of the promised information, and agreement that you will leave the city tomorrow."
Well, that was our plan anyway.
My lady, a slight counter. In order to make good on that final promise, we're amenable to 1 pearl for the trouble. We ask for temporary respite.
Here at the garden.
Ideally, but depending upon what could be arranged, we're willing.
I'm fine with just sleeping on the floor in here if that's okay.
I will not have you. She takes a deep, belabored sigh. crowding my storage area, nor my kitchen. If you will stay here, you will stay here as guests, and you will pay its fair due.
I just don't want to go upstairs. I don't think.
We'll pay a reduced price in exchange for a potential new way to ferry things into and out of the Warden's Keep.
Good.
Make me a persuasion check, my guy.
That is a 21.
Oh, yes.
It's good, bro.
Heath, Aaron, what does Heath think about Nor giving up the sewer entrance?
Is that what he's giving up?
Yeah.
That's what he's offering.
I don't care. I was thinking of Nord using his family connections, but that was a meta thought, right? Because
Oh no, I think unless I misunderstand
No,
you, you're
yeah.
offering
Yes.
the
Knowledge of
secrets,
this. Was it
the
just
secret
discovered?
sewer knowledge,
Correct.
sewer entrance into the keep.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering how that hits Heath, given that being sort of his familial safe place. Historical safe place.
I mean, my assumption was that there's no way she doesn't know about that, right?
With a 21,
At least
But we about to find out.
main server's there.
was Heath there? Heath wasn't there when she
No.
talked about not having insight into the warden's comings and goings, right?
Yeah, Heath was
So-
No, he
not
wasn't.
Heath
there.
was upstairs.
Yes.
Make me an insight check, Nora.
Can I be continually giving him guidance? Kind of like, alright, guidance.
I just imagine Brian's
I'm
hand
just like
just
slip
on
behind him, like,
Nora's back,
Thank
just
you.
like supportive,
where's my
supportive friendliness.
support?
Okay, that's a 15 insight, which
Okay.
is not a clocker.
Never know.
You see a flash of interest move through her eyes at that before she manages to rein it back into the cold marble visage that you've grown used to seeing on her face.
Above board. This also means she was not watching the time shit, because that's when we found it, and she would have known had she.
A means into the keep, you say? What means?
Well, there's a passageway that's...
That's kind of the deal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
What
Details.
reduced price? Well, the reduction of the price would indeed depend on the value of the intelligence, would it not?
I'll say little used, hidden in two directions, large enough for storage, and water passage in an outflowing direction. But details of where and how incumbent on.
You're a good salesman, Lester. Befitting of your name. And I commend you for it. But you fail to recognize that I hold all the cards in this engagement. What other lodging will you seek in a city that seeks for you? What other safety do you claim to bear?
We've already above board discussed our alternative option.
Yeah.
Just to go back into
Yeah.
there. This is our preferred option. It's not our only one.
Understood.
Who would hate to leave on such a negative note?
Coming from your mouth, that means even more.
I didn't even get the pun, but it is funny.
I simply mean to say that though I will take your deal, you do not have as much to haggle with as you may presume.
Understood.
I mean, the value you get from that passage is continual for who knows how long.
Continual and contingent upon the ease with which we may take it, upon the opening with which it allows us. All is the risk we take that is not risk to you.
And I would say, because she made the comment about the value of her advice not being heeded, I would say that the value of the advice is also not necessarily evenly perceived. Nor does the one giving the advice get to control how or when it is acted upon.
You guys see her demeanor change significantly, or noticeably, I should say. Significantly is too strong a word, but noticeably when Priya speaks, and she listens intently and gives a small nod. I meant no disrespect. Only respect from one servant to another.
Aoife is going to say into your mind, if you think it wise, it may be helpful to mention the body that we found.
A reduced price will be given.
We appreciate it.
What kind of reduced price? I mean, how much is it to stay here?
No one who stays here asks that question.
Well, you obviously know that I haven't stayed here, so that's why I'm fucking
But we
asking.
wish to.
I wish to stay right here, but everybody else...
That is not an option.
You're really gonna make me go up
We wish
there
to stay in a
again.
safe place.
I am not requiring that you speak to Evelyn Heath. You can if you wish. You cannot if you wish not to. Your fate is your own. To choose or to hide
Why
from.
can't my fate be just to be down here? I'm perfectly fine.
You may choose not to take a room. The other option is outside these doors.
Fine, whatever. Reduce that price too. Well, it's not a fucking bed now, is it?
What? No, she means like
Out
on the street.
Streets.
She's saying you can leave this building or you can
kick
take a
out,
room.
Or you can take a room.
I thought she meant just like outside the room.
No, she's specifically
She's
saying
like
you cannot
crawling
sleep
to the
in some
hallway.
random room.
Like a dog
Like
that's
a
been kicked out
bag
the
of
room.
arms.
If we're staying, we have to act like rich people.
She needs us in a place where she can keep an eye on us and
She
along
knows
with the
where
other
I am.
patrons.
Just yeah, bye.
I'm like, look, if you have a friggin' closet we could hide in, like I'd be good with that, but yeah, whatever.
It's not the way my establishment works. You've seen it. You know the standards with which I run my keep. And you have threatened those standards. It is with great ambivalence that I offer this at all.
Is it
I would request you not test my patience further.
I'm gonna whisper
How
over
do
to
we-
Heath right before he speaks.
Not to test your patience. Just
say
asking, buddy.
thank you and go.
Yeah.
How do we know that you're not gonna like set us out so we get stabbed in the night?
He asks because that's what happened the last time we stayed somewhere.
That's what happens when you stay in places of lesser value.
This is true.
It was expensive though.
But again,
How much did you
wasn't that
pay
expensive.
for the rooms in the Greenbrier Inn?
100 silver, something like that.
oh, did you pay?
I looked at this. It was a modest, comfortable, 5 silver each.
So, it'll be 600 copper.
He's like counting it in pennies so it sounds more.
600 copper?
You pay for things in copper.
Take back over.
Lady.
Why are you?
I need to learn silence.
Just cast silence on
Sister.
everyone. Shut up.
Hold on, money is money.
Yes, it is, and there is
We're
no
all aware
further
of
need
that.
to negotiate the price.
You're good.
I will cover it. We will heed your rules. All we ask is safety within your walls and discretion, which we already know you practice.
I also do need to make one clarification. The pearl does need to be fairly valuable.
All of my pearls are valuable.
Okay.
Agree.
I will take it not as an insult, but it was made clear by your compatriots that each needed to be of 300 or more gold value.
Oh, okay.
Mine are all beyond that. You will have only one, since you have cost me 2 diamonds and more.
I only need one. It's not for Will.
Kazim's dry,
Yeah, he's like,
banter is one of my
Responses,
favorite
yeah.
things about this whole thing. On your name be it, Norester.
If it holds any worth,
We will see what worth it holds. Here you will be safe.
Inside
Here
check.
you will be unknown. Make an insight check.
Insight check
Yeah,
on the second part.
Yeah.
I feel very known right now.
Wait, that's your roll.
17.
18. Did you guys?
You know what? I'll make it roll.
23.
What was everyone rolling?
but
Insight.
21
Why
is
not?
I forgot my guidance. 21.
21, okay. Tell me what you're rolling insight on.
Aoife is inciting safety.
Okay.
That was basically
Safety.
she's
Safety,
promising
Safety.
12.
safety and discretion.
Yeah,
Yeah, discretion, but I got like a 9.
okay.
Discretion. The unknown bar.
Discretion.
discretion 11.
You should pick your own money. It's 10.
She's very picky on money. Very low DC for that. For the rest of you, what were my higher insight rolls?
21.
Oh, okay.
21. I was about to say anything over 20.
23.
23. Okay. You get a certain solidity from her answer that indicates that she takes pride in her establishment being a place where people can rest in confidence. Furthermore than that, you are very high wisdom. I feel like you're high wisdom as well,
Yes.
Aoife. If she was going to of the ways to fuck you, this would be a very roundabout, non-direct way where she already knows your faces, she already knows where you were, where you are, she has reason to turn you in. The logic doesn't necessarily follow that she would take you in and then turn you over.
Right.
Yeah.
And I clarify safety for all of us.
I would not offer it otherwise. But I can offer it only for one night.
That is all we need.
And I insist upon this agreement that you will be out of the city tomorrow and no longer a threat to me or my people.
We shall be dead or gone.
Let us hope it is the latter.
One last thing. Do you mind that I'm assuming there's not like a cauldron or something that I could use in a room, right?
It is not our habit to keep cauldrons in our rooms.
I'm
Have
just,
you need of something?
I was just looking to brew some potions and things, and yeah, could I?
Room service is available at an extra charge.
Right, but there's specific potions that I know. I just need a fucking place to do it.
You need a cauldron.
Yes.
Any materials?
No, I'm good on that.
There will be servers in the hallways. If you need anything from them, you need only step out of your door and name it. They will see to your needs. Cauldron will be brought to your room. If you find you need otherwise, speak it, and it shall be done. With the appropriate costs subtracted.
Bag of gold. That was worth a try.
Was it?
How's the
I was gonna ask, maybe somebody's been noted, you know.
Is there anything
We check
else
for a
you'd
bag
ask
of
them?
gold in the bag of holding.
Right, just random bag of gold. You could.
I mean,
he's
I
like,
could-
he's like, I'm not willing to risk
I
it.
could right
I've
now.
already rolled a nat 20.
But the gods wouldn't allow it, right? Well, let's fucking try it.
Listen.
Oh wait until you got inspiration and a dice reroll.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Do what you want to do, Aaron. It's your bag of holding.
Nope.
Oh, that would have been so
No
cool.
bags of
I wasn't gonna test
You've
that.
got the other denominations too.
There's not
so.
a bag of gold. Yeah, you got every other
got
type
copper,
of
silver, and
Bag of
platinum.
diamonds.
Bag of mithril.
Are there any windows in the rooms, or
If
are
you
there any
desire
rooms
for there to
without
be.
windows? Huh?
If you desire for there to be.
No.
No,
Windows.
do not give him a room with windows.
You
No, that's
desire
what I'm
rooms
asking.
without windows.
Without windows, please.
It shall be done.
Not the basement, but
Well, I mean,
We can provide rooms without windows. Would you desire to stay in rooms together or separately?
As
Yeah.
I am footing the bill, I would prefer a private room, if possible.
I'm fine
The rest of us
sharing.
will be together.
I'm fine sharing.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
whatever is comfortable. I don't know how many
I'll go
each
for
room
it.
can accommodate.
Yeah, we're however many beds you
I'm
have.
gonna force him to brew some tea for me. Oh man.
Okay. Do you have dream loot for me to make? I've got other things to brew.
And would any of you desire company through the night?
What do you mean?
Seems like
No, you speak so
So
much.
this
Just as I said, company.
Would you like
I
someone
think
to
we're all
play with your
company
hair?
enough. There's 6 of us.
Stroke your beard.
7 of us. 1, 2, 3, 7 of us. Yeah, no, we're good.
He's like, we have company. Look.
Yeah, it's like
Talking
we're
about.
If the need becomes apparent, we'll let the servers know.
Very well. Amelia? And Amelia has been annotating the entire time.
Oh, can I get some new beard wax? Mine got unusable.
Yes. Would you desire of the bee variety, or of the ash variety, or of the
Eye
lavender
contact.
variety?
Why do you need to make eye contact? You can speak into people's minds.
I could.
It's more dramatic that way.
Speed, please.
Anime, zoom in.
Shall be provided. Any particular essence of flower you would like imbued?
Do you have deep moss?
And she gives a look to Amelia. We will see. Anything else? Your names will not be listed as yours. If anyone asks, I pray you do not name yourselves as such. Am I understood?
Correct.
Very.
She looks
Yes.
at Brian. She looks at Heath.
On Gran.
Will you help him?
Me too. I did a terrible
Yes.
job the first time.
She looks at you.
So you
We have
guys
so
write
many
down
names.
our names on the paperwork.
We will.
What would you like my name?
That is what I'm asking.
Okay. I'll think about it.
None of the 3 you've used.
I'll go by him.
So not that one. The world is wide and full of many names. Find one for a stay here that does not tie you to anything beyond it.
May I suggest Barrack?
I fucking love Norse so much.
So do I.
Barrack, Beauregard, and Ophelia just chilling in the Violet Garden.
You can call me Kira.
It's a beautiful name
It is.
and befitting of your lineage.
I want insight.
Yeah, that was so fun. That was like, whoa.
That's a 27.
Oh!
I give myself insight. That's a 29.
She is giving you, when she says that, she gives you a look that lets you know that she knows of your mother.
Great.
This fucking, I like her so much.
I hate her.
Awesome. She's so
I
fucking
I
scary.
love her.
I
I
hate
love
her.
her.
I
I want
hate
to
her.
be her.
Gender envy.
I hate her in all the ways that you probably hate Leo.
I hate Leo on another level. But I also love Leo on another level.
He has that effect.
Fuck Leo in particular, and also...
Fuck Leo in particular.
Amelia will see you to your rooms. If you need anything, speak to the servers. If it is of the greatest need, invoke the name of Koros. And she nods to each of you and sweeps out. You are led by Amelia back through the main parlor up to the second
How
story.
does she look like?
How does Amelia look? She is a very pretty 20-something girl with loosely braided chestnut hair, and a very sweet smile,
I walk
but
by,
piercing eyes.
and I ask like, then what's your real name?
Amelia, what's
Okay.
your real name?
Barrack.
You got north.
No, I'm really
Everyone's like,
Clean.
Good job, buddy.
I think Herme is a beautiful name.
I'd like to know yours as well.
Mine really is Amelia.
Okay.
We have no need for such secrets here.
I'm trying to be stealthy, by the way, and I rolled a 15.
Okay.
What are you
It's a
doing?
shame you come to us
Kinda
under
I'll let
selfish.
you know that he's here.
nefarious
Oh.
Fucking hiding,
circumstances.
dude.
Not from us, from
Well,
her.
I don't know what kind of circumstances are we in, but I'll just
Dangerous ones, it seems.
we'll see. I mean, it's fun so far.
Oh,
Real
it
life.
wasn't fun for
Attempt
us
to make
before.
contact.
But of course you
Or
weren't part
as
of that.
we're leaving, perhaps.
So-
I was considering a letter.
If you would like to come
Smart.
back and visit, I would like
I
that.
think that is the better alternative given what just happened.
Understood.
I don't have any other bell buckles.
I don't have any other belt buckles!
I like to imagine that Harmony, like, since
Collection of-
since the other end, this has always been
I'm
like
surprised your belt
running
is not just like
everywhere
a
trying to
rope.
hold his pants up.
It's just, yeah, his belt is just
It's just a rope.
Well, at
that's
this point it is
cinched.
because he doesn't have a buckle, but
diamond ring.
Headcanon that in the Riverlands, exchange of jewelry is very,
It's
very
rare.
customary.
Actually, I think it would be the opposite, that it's more
Yeah.
rare
Oh,
for
okay.
jewelry. You would have dove for a lot of rare flora, like flowers, which is more customary to give, is like very rare, deep growing flowers or stone or minerals, which you
As
would
a
have
sign of. Okay.
as a sign of
Full
the
emotions.
work that you did to go down and get them.
Oh,
Can't do that.
Which you often did for others. But she leads you all out. As you guys make your way through the front parlor, there is no sign of any sort of
On the room.
in the general area of any sort of wreckage that there was ever tumult or disruption here at all. Every rose is back in place. Nary a plank on the floor seems to have been moved. She leads you back up the stairs.
Nor, Aoife's gonna say to you, you may want to keep an eye out for Everett.
good idea.
You made a 15.
15.
Okay. You move through the hall unbothered. She leads you to a door in the hallway that looks like it goes into one of the rooms, but leads immediately to another stairway that brings you up to another floor. Leads you to your own private room with a private bath and a canopied bed. No windows.
Okay.
No windows in the room that the rest of you are brought to either. They're lavish. There are oils and perfumes and all sorts of loveliness set around the bath. There are stones that you would recognize from your travels to like drop in for cold or hot to be magically infused. Most of the rest of you would be less what's the word? Would be less used to that. I think you would have probably run into things more so just like through your travels, and you might be able to assess them, by your own experience as heating stones and cooling stones. But the rest of you get also a bath and several beds together. You guys are brought to a room with like an extremely large circular bed and several other like cushioned areas that speaks more of an openness to large parties rooming as one than to like a barracks sort of. It's not barracks
party coming in.
It's very not adventuring party coming in with different beds. It's very like maybe you're in a polyamorous 8-person relationship.
Polycule is coming in here.
Exactly, and we're open to that and available for it, right? There are, every few doors down is a person stationed on the wall, standing at sort of a relaxed parade rest and just waiting.
I know we wouldn't have been in this particular part of the building before, but was that...
No, I'm so sorry.
Does that level of security, was that how it was earlier, or does it seem heightened now?
Yes, no, there was a person every few feet down before in the halls as well.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
As I'm passing near you, I go, Mensch.
I was trying to think of the word. What was the word we used that we weren't supposed to use?
I know.
Nonsense.
You want me to
She goes, nonsense.
Hag.
Bitch.
Aoife giggles.
Brian?
Note for everyone, I don't follow everyone when they're leading us to rooms. I go with Nor to his room.
You just hear Aoife say in your mind, good night.
What does Nor do about that?
He nudged me and clued me in as we were walking up the stairs.
We do it seamlessly.
Okay. Very nice. Like that.
And then, secondly, are you just going to wrap up the night?
That's the plan.
Okay.
It's 10:30.
Okay.
Aaron, just let me know. Thank you, Aaron.
Well, I'll do this part later because I actually want to do that. But after some time, I'm going to come back to whatever room you're in, Priya, and find Priya.
They're all in a room.
They're all in the same room. They're in the polycule room.
Then I rejoin the polycule room.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
And I obviously would have asked for cauldron.
You would have asked for what?
Cauldron.
Yes. No, a cauldron's
actually,
already
I
there when
probably-
you arrive to the room.
No, forget that. We'll address it next session.
Okay. For
I'm
the
not
next
responsible.
session, my assumption is that you guys are going, after a long rest, going back to the keep
Yes. Yeah.
for an underground heist?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
After, and we'll set the Ratvolution in motion.
Is there any way for us to get
As
word
we
to
heist.
them?
Yeah.
Like, that will be the first thing to cause chaos and disruption, and also we probably
And the plan for the Ratvolution is just to have rats swarm the keep?
I believe so.
Yeah, to tell them that I'm going up there.
To charge
I think
to
what we need
lead
to
the
do is
way.
we need to tell
the sewer rats to give themselves a marking so that the snakes know who to target.
Yes, that's dope.
They come in looking like the Highland Scotland mice. They got the blue painted down.
When they take off suits, but they will never take off cheeses!
Jeez. Oh god.
Also, during the long rest, I'm going to be identifying everything. So the boots, the ion stone, and
Okay, let me write that down.
I almost named my shark
The
wallet.
bag of holding.
Yeah, the bag of holding and the
Yeah, I think we've all got it. If you're gonna look at the
thing
parchments.
we got from Visa.
Well, I wasn't going to look at them.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were
she's
just gonna.
keeping it sealed.
Oh,
Right,
because you were
'cause it's
gonna
sealed,
pray
yeah.
to Koros and see if you got any sign.
Do you have enough spell slots for that?
As a ritual spell.
Oh, okay, true. Okay, Ironstone, boots, bag of holding. Priya's gonna pray about
And the stone from Visa.
stone from what?
Visa, the
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh.
the fancy one.
Yeah. It has a name.
Transmutation.
I will
Bismuth?
be.
No, it has a name. In the real world is business. In the fake world, it's Mooncrest.
Nice.
I will be
So did you actually go?
brewing.
Or did you okay.
No, I did go with them. I
I believe I have enough for
Rejoin
5
with
health
you.
potions, and I
He will,
think
but-
I have to use a hero point to do
But I
it
have to
all
do
at
other
one
things
night. Correct. Because normally it would take like a day.
Yes, that was great. I love that. I got your message about that. If you want to brew 5 health potions.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know about the fire plan. If I could do if I have enough material for a potion of fire resistance as well at the same time.
Okay.
We have that.
Keith, 5 health potions.
Or that flower.
Yes.
Is it?
I-
I can
I'm not.
if I can. No.
And remember that
I'm not
you
with you
have
all,
the potion of speed.
So it's
Oh,
technically up to you whether or not you hand over the plant. But I will say my initial thought when receiving it was that it might be a nice welcome gift when we get to Magma Hearth if we can get it all the way there.
Can we get it all the way there?
Well, we probably But,
if I'm alive, we
true,
can.
true.
Right.
What?
The plant that they got from the garden center. He was
Also,
saying if we can keep it alive long enough, we could
Nor
get it.
alone in his room
Well, do I have to kill the plant? To
pulls
make a
off
fire
his
resistance
gloves, kind of inspects his obsidian fingers, and then runs a bath, and then just starts putting heat stone after heat stone after heat stone into the bath.
potion? Oh wow.
That's very good. I would give you inspiration if you weren't ending
Thank
the
you.
session.
Also, even though there is no
Maybe it's
window,
red as
there's
me, you can-
some way to reach out to his patron,
Okay. I was going to reach out to his patron.
even if it means he has to go elsewhere to where the wind might blow.
It would mean that.
Yeah.
So I've got Heath doing his health potions,
Mm-hmm.
Nor reaching out to his patron, Priya praying to Koros about the squirrel, Kazoon identifying the boots, the iron stone and the bag of holding. And I feel like there's and the Loomcris. Ooh, that's
And Aoife is going to, as a cat, listen very carefully to see if she can hear any mice or rats that might be moving about the house on the off chance one comes through. And if so, she's going to try and make contact.
Nice.
Okay.
The thing I can share above board is if my snake finishes his politics and rejoins, it would happen probably sometime during this long rest.
Maybe.
If it doesn't, I'm assuming he went down.
We're bringing him back.
So if I'm pulling things, do I use the legacy, which is the old rules? Because the old rules would have it. It's for the potion of speed. You gain the effect of the haste spell for 1 minute, which has the effect of was it exhaustion afterwards? I think.
It does. Yes, for right now we're still using old rules.
Gotcha.
Now that the monster manual is out, I'm going to assess all the new rules and decide really if you guys, right, I'm here for what the team wants. So if you guys like the 2024 rules more than the 2014, I'll move no matter what. But if y'all don't have any feelings one way or another, then I'm going to assess both and decide. So let me know if you have feelings, if you like one more than the other. I know Pater likes the new 2024 rules.
Yeah, so far pretty good.
It's kind of.
I feel like you've forgotten this now, but
changed,
originally
good, some of them
I asked
are
her if I could play a 2024 Ranger. That's what Brian is. I'm a 2024 Ranger.
Yeah, I'll let you know you can
Yeah.
do that. I mean, you're a guest in the campaign.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget, but
Yeah, that was really one of those, like, it's last minute. It's like, sure, dude,
Sure.
whatever. I didn't know
there's
you were
not
going to
a
be in
lot
the
of
next day's
difference
session.
yet. I really want to understand the differences between the old classes and the new classes, and I feel like the best way to do that is to play them. So.
Yeah, it's 100% true. That's why I like doing the specific class campaigns. Okay, I've got all of that. My understanding is y'all are going in from below. You're starting the revolution, so you're telling the rats and any snakes and rooks you can get involved.
Yep.
Flood the mansion from beneath. Go in and fight. Is someone joining them in that fight, or are you just giving the...
My strategy has been that if we are going in, Aoife is going to be trying to make inroads for them as
With
she
the
goes.
rats.
Yeah.
So
by-
Aoife
She could
heading the
you could
rat
be-
army.
You could be with us as a rat, right? Or,
Yeah, I could change into a rat with us as a group. I could change into a cat with us as a group to intimidate the rats.
We could also be like, we're going to go on a flanking mission or something and take a platoon or so of rats to go in our way
Yeah.
as well, and you could lead that.
I
We
think
could also
based
cut that
on
to Reginald.
that's what I would
Yeah,
Reginald.
Reginald and Hobby can do that.
My
too,
strategy
yeah.
right now is that based on what we find when we get up there, she's going to be looking for opportunities
Sure.
to make openings for them as we go, but that's not going to necessarily be her priority.
Okay, I think the question that I'm asking is these rats have always wanted to take on the kitchen rats. What sort of advantage are you giving them to make this the time that they go in?
Hold on. Okay, well, if we're switching spells, I could always do Summon Beast and let a cat loose in the keep.
With some of it, I think you could have multiple cats.
Yeah, that may
That
be
would
what
totally
we
work.
do. is
Okay.
that-
That's all I'm asking. It's
Yeah.
like you're sending these in.
Yeah.
What pretense are you or not pretense, but
Yeah.
what advantage are you sending them in under to get them to make this?
Yeah,
huzzah?
but the argument I'm
Probably
making to
equip
them
them with
is that
weapons,
we have brokered a deal between rooks, snakes, rats, and that I'm also adding cats to the mix.
This is how you city druid.
And that amongst all of them, this is the best opening they're gonna have.
Amazing.
And we're going in to conduct our
Yes.
business, and we're the wedge that's gonna push in. And there's never been a better time than now to fuck shit up in the keep, overthrow the government, and also
Rage against the machine.
Yeah, and also imagine that they are way outnumbering the rat keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they would
Oh,
be
that's
control.
Yeah, they should.
I would hope.
yeah.
And they're gonna be more ferocious than
Right.
the fat
Yeah.
lazy
They're
keep
very
rats.
Keep
And
rats.
yeah, and they've got. I mean,
And hopefully, more vile, because that'll add to the fear factor for us.
yeah,
We shall see. Okay, so sending in the ratvolution,
sending in the
and then
revolution.
coming in from
The sewer.
the sewers
Yeah.
Yeah.
to wherever that enters into,
Right. Yeah.
in hopes of getting to the tome.
And
Yeah.
I think our hope, I mean, if we can stay together, I think we would stay together.
Agreed.
But if the point comes where we need to, I think we're prepared to split into two parties. One
Yes.
who's acting as a distraction, and one that is seeking extraction of the book.
Yeah.
So
And then
we're
Y'all
gonna
are
try-
distraction.
regrouping.
we're gonna
I would
try-
say-
Because y'all had discussed having triggered an alarm, trying to create a
Right.
diversion
Yes.
where it was like, this is the thing that triggered the alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what, just as a quick food for thought. Because we could split either one individual or no individual. Or I'd take Nor for example. Nor has great disguise stuff that he could put up any illusion he wants, and then we send front gate all the rats, all the snakes, all the crows, and then some wicked witch of the west, via his disguise self stuff.
Hi, my pretty!
Yeah,
Hi!
that would be enough to think that they've tripped it, and then think that they know where it is.
Yeah.
And then so if this is the keep and this is where the attention is, they might pull forces,
Rats,
and then
all
we come
the
up
same.
through
Yeah.
the back with a lot less men. You know.
That, and I still think if we took a group of, or some subsection of the rats are through the back way as well, that could be useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know between
We could
now and
also
next session
Send Reginald with
whether
you, and
you're
if she gets
intending.
heavy, you could just
The
in
thing
your
that I
ring,
really
he'll
want to
grab
know
your
is,
ring
are
and
you
book it.
intending to split
Nice.
the party
I
where there's
really
one
like
that's a
that.
diversion and one that's going through the back, or are you all just going through the back? And then that's really the key thing that I need to know, so that I know sort of what to.
I
Prepare.
really like, Peter just put forward a really good idea, which is if Reginald comes with me, and I play distraction, if things break bad, I can go back into my ring, and Reginald can pick up the ring
Fair
and
point.
book it.
You could also appear as a hag or something.
Yes.
That's not a glowkin.
Absolutely.
That create
Which kind
Because
of.
over, you're like, what if you
Yeah,
were
get
the
up, get
Glowkin?
up, get
Oh, yeah. Get up.
What if
Can
all of this
you make
wasn't
a
on the
mini smoke
Glowkin?
bomb? Even if it's terrible. Because if he like throws a smoke bomb or something, they go.
So the thought currently is Nor splits off from the rest of everyone, goes with Reginald.
And
Yes.
then Reginald possibly tries to either at
To
least
rendezvous
take him to
with you.
safety,
Yeah.
but if possible to rendezvous with us.
And
Or to
I
rendezvous
have
with
enough tricks up my sleeve that unless I am directly, like, I can probably get myself out and away. Worst comes to worst, I can stay in my ring for 6 hours. So as long as it's somewhere that they're not going to find it,
Yeah.
I can stay there, and I am aware of what's going on outside of it, so I can just kind of stay. Personally, I would feel more comfortable if there was at least one other person with me for the distraction, but I also recognize that with the exception of Ipa, who is kind of necessary for potential extraction, there's not really anybody else who can disguise themselves, so they're putting themselves like at
Send my animal companion
at
with you.
direct risk.
She can.
Reginald is your animal companion.
Do you have
I thought you just,
invisibility on your
that was not
spell?
original when I
do have
had planned out
invisibility, I
because
think.
he can't be small.
Oh.
I think I do.
Why do you have a rat animal companion? You were just
I
like, I
asked
made this
you.
friend.
You said that I could have an informant, and I was like,
I thought
Brian's
the
informant
was
would
your
definitely be an
companion.
animal, and so I made up a rat, and things have just snowball effect since, and he's become a lot more.
Things have snowballed, says the man who handed me this character's personality and instigated Aoife into going in to meet the rats.
I didn't say I didn't push the snowball. I just said it is a snowball.
You fired a
Okay,
cannon and
so
shot
at least Nor, if not more, are going to split off and make a distraction while the rest of you go up into the sewer in hopes of finding and absconding with the book. And then back to the Violet Book Garden.
And then getting the
yeah,
fuck
back
out
to the Violet
through
Garden so we can take her escape route.
Which we would have clarified that.
Unless she's she's probably specified a different location.
Yeah,
for
she'll
it, right?
probably give us a rendezvous location. Like, worst case scenario, the sewer right next to the Violet Garden, so that we don't have to pop up right in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
we
we'll
would've
extract
told
on her terms.
We would have also
whatever,
told her that we
whatever they
planted
are.
false information about leaving at the lower level, so that
Oh, she's
we
tracking.
so we don't go there, because that's supposed to be where we're not.
Okay,
Sounds like a plan.
awesome. Thank you so much.